know, it's exciting.
How long has it been since you've been on Howard's show?
Well, we did a little, I'm going to follow you,
yes,
right?
Yes, please.
We did a little simulcast thing on my show where I was technically on his show.
Oh, right,
simultaneously.
Right. Right this way.
But that was probably about 6-7 months ago, but I've never been a guest on his show. Yeah.
And there's Benji.
Benji.
In his new yoga position.
Oh, hey. What's happening, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍? Oh, there's no back to this lounge. God damn, I should wipe this thing down with 10 gallons of Purell, right? I mean, how many hooker skanks?
I think we're over the 100 mark at this point.
I'd like to take one of those CSI Woods lights and just run it over here and see the jizz pentagram. See my initials, then the jizz pentagram. Yeah. You ever?
I know you hear people having sex, you know.
You want to talk about good radio? You know those purple lights. Dr. Drew once said to me, almost everybody has venereal warts. And I was like, I don't have venereal warts. And he's like, I'll bet you do. And I said, well, I would know. And he said, no, a lot of people don't even know it. And I said, well, how do you know? What do you mean? You dump acetic acid on your junk, and then you hit it with that purple light. And if you see any little white marks on it, it means you got warts. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it live on the air. And we did it live on the air, which was good, but I started to worry at a certain point that on the air live he was going to go, yeah, venereal warts, but nothing. And I won $100 from him, and he's a cheap half a Jew, so it really was good.
So you don't want to get exposed to whatever VDs are going on in the show?
I have a protective layer of hair on my ass that is impenetrable by not only disease, toilet paper, anything.
Adam Carolla's here. We're actually going out with him tonight to go see his movie. He made a movie. I don't know how he has time. He's got a radio show. Money? I don't know. Jimmy Kimmel probably gave it to him.
Yeah.
We were commiserating about movie schedules while you're doing a radio show.
Yeah, that's one thing about Adam. He doesn't sweat anything, you know?
No, he does. He's cool. He's smooth, you know. He's like, yeah, you know, got it done.
Yeah, Adam put together some movie. He wrote it. It's sort of about, here, he'll tell you. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
There he is, Adam Carolla, everybody.
Yeah.
Gary says to me, Adam definitely did something to his face because he looks younger.
He looks like he's wearing makeup.
Yeah, I am.
He is wearing makeup.
I am. I did Good Morning 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 or something.
No, did you get a facelift or something?
No.
What did you? Or you dyed your hair? You dyed your hair, motherfucker.
The hair is very black.
It's black.
Okay, now hold on.
And you dyed your eyebrows.
No.
They were plucked.
Okay.
You went Hollywood.
My ass has not even gotten warm in the seat yet, and vultures are picking on my carcass. First off, let me just say this about me getting a facelift. If I got a facelift, don't you think you would know? Don't you think your lover, Jimmy Kimmel, would have sent you 3,000 emails saying, guess which pussy we both know got a facelift?
I always thought you and I would be the close one. Now, I love Jim. I mean, I love you. You know that. But Jimmy and I are real close. I mean, we vacation together.
I know. I do get a little jealous of that.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was wondering that because, at first I was like, Adam and I used to always talk to each other on the phone. You and I went to dinner first.
Right.
And then, I don't know, Jimmy moved in on me, swept me off my feet.
Yeah, I know. Well, you got to understand that Jimmy has always, Jimmy is a radio, and first off, I've not dyed my hair.
Yes, you have.
I have not.
There's something going
then
on.
Then they sprayed it with something.
Did you?
Or gelled it.
And your eyebrows are real dark.
I know. Look at my hair. You can see.
There's some gray.
See the salt and pepper on the side of the whatever. Artie,
I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
I thought Adam was trying to improve his look.
Thank
He
you.
did something.
Mr. Blackwell over here agrees with me.
He looks thinner. Did you lose some weight?
Well, yeah. No. Here's what happened. It's weird. It's weird getting really defensive about looking good. What'd you do? Get a facelift? What'd you do? Get laid last night? Hey, what's with the Inquisition?
If you're saying you look good, thank you.
Here's what happened. I shot this movie about eight or 9 months ago.
What is it called?
It's called The Hammer.
The Hammer.
Yes, and it's a boxing movie. And it's
Am I going to like this?
Yes,
because
you're
forcing me to go tonight.
Yes, I am.
I'm into
what
going.
What do you know about boxing?
He was a boxer.
I used to be a boxing instructor.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's how I met Kimmel.
This movie.
He was boxing?
No. This movie, I'll tell you the whole thing. This is Adam's fantasy about the way life should have gone.
Oh, okay.
Kimmel was a welterweight champ in 1982.
It's about a carpenter who becomes a boxer.
Ah.
Right.
Now
Adam,
I see the tie-in.
Adam was a carpenter.
Right.
In fact, he built like Jay Leno's house or something.
Yes.
And he, didn't you?
No.
Oh, whose house did you build?
Don't bring up Leno. Kimmel gets pissed every time I bring up Leno.
Why, do you like Leno?
Oh, shit. Kimmel's listening. Did I say that out loud? No, what it is Leno's got a bunch of cars, and I love cars. So once in a while, I'll go look at Leno's bunch of cars, and Jimmy gets pissed about it.
He's so ridiculous.
protective.
You can't even visit Leno's cars.
No, I can't, unless I tell him I took a shit on the hood of his Jag.
And like Jimmy gets upset that you're making a friendship with Leno? But what is
Jimmy's territorial. All right, well, let's backtrack for 1 second. I made this movie about 8 months ago. It was a boxing movie, so I had to get into shape.
Did you write this movie?
I co-wrote the movie.
Okay.
And it's my story, and it's
You were
semi-autobiographical.
Right. You were a carpenter. You wanted to be a boxer, and you were pretty good at boxing. From what I hear.
I was good at it, but not. I didn't like getting hit that much.
And the way you met Jimmy Kimmel was he was on the radio and he was doing a celebrity boxing match.
It
against
is
who?
No different than many of the things you've done and seen on radio. Here's the story, and there's no hyperbole here. I was driving my truck over the hill to deliver a cabinet, an entertainment unit that I'd built for someone. I used to teach boxing classes in the morning, and then I was a carpenter in the afternoon. And I'm driving my beat-up pickup truck over Laurel Canyon, and I'm listening to the morning radio out in Los Angeles. Jimmy's been on doing the sports for about 2 months. They just brought him out from Phoenix, and he says Bobby McFerrin injured himself on the ski slopes. He broke his leg, and then Jimmy goes on to say, what kind of black guy skis? I've never seen a black guy on the ski slopes. Michael, the maintenance man, the black man in the building, rushes in and starts yelling at Kimmel, that's racist. Next thing you know, an argument breaks out. Next thing you know, because you guys know radio, they say you guys are going to have a boxing match. We need trainers. We need a venue. I'm driving my truck. I'm listening, and I'm thinking, I could train one of these guys. Not Kimmel.
Right.
Just one of these guys.
Right.
Because at the time, Kimmel'd been there for 5-8 weeks. Michael, the maintenance man, had been there for 5 years, and of course you want to train the brother over the fat Italian guy anyway, which, by the way, nobody liked at the time, and maybe still don't. So I said, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to train Michael, the maintenance man. So I called 10 times. No, whatever their equivalent of Gary was, never called me back, of course. So one day, 2 weeks later, when I was frustrated, I literally drove to the building, got in, and stood out in the hallway when some UPS guy went in, or some guy who changes the vending machine, and I say, tell him there's a boxing instructor out in the hall. And 10 minutes later, Jimmy comes waddling down the hall. Now, I say, my name's Adam. I'm a boxing instructor. I'm not a lunatic. I didn't tell him anything about comedy because I didn't want to, freak him out. And he said, fine, we'll get started today. So I started training him.
Was he horrible?
Yeah, he was the first joke I told on radio was they were interviewing me. How's he looking? How's the progress coming? I said, well, first we were going to call him the Italian Tornado. We're looking for nicknames for him. Then we're calling him like the Brooklyn Assassin. But after seeing him move around in the ring, we just settled on Jim.
That's his nickname.
That's his boxing name would be Jim. That or Kid Shits His Pants. It'll be a game time decision. So I make friends with Jimmy, and Jimmy. It's funny now he's divorced. I get a little glimpse into Jimmy's environment back then. Yeah, I see his wife. First off, I'm like, he's driving a piece of shit. He's driving like an 82 RX-7 with a Bondo covered fender, and I'm thinking, this is radio? I got to get back into carpentry. I meet his wife, and I say to her, I've never met her before. I assume she loves him, I pull her aside as the boxing instructor, and I say, listen, Mrs. Miss Kimmel, I'm sure you're pretty nervous about the fight. I assure you they'll be wearing headgear and 16-ounce gloves. I'm going to train. And she goes, I hope that guy beats the shit out of him.
Oh, you knew the marriage was in trouble.
Whoa!
How did he do in the fight? Did he actually win?
He did nothing I told him to do.
Right.
Because
he lost?
Did he get beaten up?
He lost. He did not get beaten up. I don't know if John Wayne Bobbitt was one of the refs or guests or it's great. It's great radio.
Horrible radio.
So he ended up getting the loss, but we became friends, right. And I told him, how do I get on to the radio? I said, "What? Can I drive the van? Can I answer the phone?"
After hanging out with Jimmy, you said, "Gee, if he can do it, I can do it."
No. I said, if he can do it, anyone can do it. No, but you know what it's like. Radio,
had that not happened, do you think you ever would have gotten into radio?
I really don't know how I would have found my way in.
Thank God for those stupid radio bits.
And you've released your income statement before you. I even have it in front of me.
You do.
You're very honest about what you make in terms of your yearly salary.
Well,
on radio?
Every year when I get my whatever from. You guys get those Social Security statements that start from the time you started earning?
Right.
Like mine says, like starting in 1980.
You made $232, it says.
In 1980.
That's right.
Go down the line.
Okay. 1980, you made $232. That's when you were a carpenter.
I was working at McDonald's.
Okay. 1981, you made $746.
I got a bump at McDonald's.
I was going to say, what, did you become manager?
1982, you made $1,093.
Right.
What were you doing
he's
then?
manager. He's Friday.
Now you're the manager.
I was cleaning carpets, I think, for a living.
1983, you made $2,289. 1984, you went up to $9,000.
That's probably when I started as a construction laborer.
Why did you say in 1985 you earned $0? Did you not have a job at all for that year?
I think that year I added a kitchen onto my grandmother's house. Me and my grandmother spent a year building a fucking kitchen and arguing while she worked in her underpants in North Hollywood.
Wow.
How did you make $17,000 in 1986? Did you suddenly get a good-paying job?
Gay porn.
Right.
No, I got a job with the city doing earthquake rehab. So I used to go down to condemned buildings in downtown L.A. and crawl underneath them, digging footings and doing earthquake rehab.
You know what's amazing? Like, look, 1988, $0. 1989, okay, $22,000. 1990, $6,000. 1991,
Where
$0.
are you living when you're doing
$0
this?
in 1991. 1992, look at this. Then 1992, $3,500,000, or is that 3,000?
That's 3,000. Is that 92?
92.
Yeah, and let me put some perspective on this. In 1992, I'm 27 or something.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not going to college and working summers at my dad's, unfinished furniture plant.
Earnings.
I'm out time. I'm full time.
Is the point of this that it was so dismal for you? You were not making good money, and then all of a sudden, I see you hook up with Jimmy.
I hook up with Jimmy in 1994. I meet Jimmy, but I don't make any money for the first year.
All right. By 1996, you're making $316,000.
It was like dying and going to heaven.
In 1997, $354,000. 1998, $543,000. Look at that! You're getting starry-eyed. You like this?
That's when I met Adam in like '96 when I did the first ever Love Line show. I was a guest on it.
Oh yeah, we used to have Mad TV people all the time.
1999, $1,237,000. You were doing the Man Show.
I guess Love Line and the Man Show.
Why did you turn down $50,000 an episode on the Man Show to continue doing it? That seems like a lot of money.
I thought they were going to offer me 60.
Is that really true?
No, you know what it is, and I mean, you guys can understand this, although you didn't take a pay cut to express yourself creatively. But I was saying this to somebody the other day. I said, the difference between working in this field and working at a factory is when you work at a factory, you go to the same fucking factory for 30 years and it sucks. Same people, same place, same conveyor belt, same routine. Part of the reason I like working in this industry is 1 minute you're doing the Man Show and the next minute you're doing Love Line and the next minute you're sitting here and the next minute you're going to do the Hammer and you're doing a movie that we're going to tonight.
I agree completely.
I like to evolve. We did 100 episodes of the Man Show.
All right.
My best buddy was going off to do network TV, and I said, I'm going to go with him and check that out.
See, you don't think like me. I'm like $50,000 an episode. That sounds like something reasonable. I'll go do it.
It's great money, but I did 100, and it
so
was...
what? Do another 50, 60. Give me 50 grand an episode.
See, I agree with Adam. I love the variety, the sense of like,
you
know, hey, you're
nuts.
going to a bunch of different things.
But you have the variety, and you do take the 52. That's what
right.
Howard's saying.
It's hard to do both, though, because something's going to suck. So, the Man Show might suffer like that.
But
you know?
I never saw it suffer.
Yeah, listen, I should have grabbed Artie.
Let me
and
understand
done
something. Are you upset now that they brought in 𝗫𝗵cie on your show? I want the honest answer, Adam.
No.
I mean, you're not.
No. I mean, I have a little bit of ego about it, like, hey, why are they bringing somebody in? But no, it's easier for me.
So you're enjoying the radio show with him?
It's all right.
You don't care. In other words, they're paying you great money.
Right.
You're doing the radio show. You're able to do movies and do things. You're having an okay time.
Yeah, I don't have that much ego about my career, you know. I mean, I want to make money and I want to do what I want to do artistically, and then I want to spend that money on stuff I'm interested in.
But how did they tell? They said to you, "Hey, we're firing your guys and we're bringing in 𝗫𝗵cie."
Yeah.
You had a whole staff of your own.
Well, they didn't fire the whole staff. They trimmed a little fat. I mean, I'll tell you what went on last year if you want to know the truth about it.
And tell me if you guys are equal partners, or how does that work?
No.
You're not?
No, he talks more than me.
He does, right?
I was going to say, how do you shut him
Do
up?
you feel like a sidekick on your own show?
You got to get a Land Rover and a tranquilizer gun and a guy wearing camouflage with the hat on backwards.
But Adam, the show is called the Adam Carolla Show, is it
Yes.
not? Okay.
Yes, it is.
With 𝗫𝗵cie.
Yes.
And Danny comes on and just steamrolls over everything you're saying?
No.
The woman in the LA Times said that she was a big fan of your show.
Right.
And she said that you can hardly get a word in edgewise on your own show now.
Well, she was a big fan of mine. Jesus Christ, was she a big fan of mine. I read that article, and I was like,
it was a great article.
Holy shit. And I think for her, I think she had a knee-jerk reaction, personally. I think she was a huge fan of mine. I think she hated 𝗫𝗵cie, and thus any syllable uttered by 𝗫𝗵cie while the great Adam Carolla was trying to think was a desecration of my shrine.
Did you try to stop it from happening?
No. No, I'll tell you why I didn't stop it from happening, and I think you can dig this.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you want to just sift through the wreckage of last year, by the way, when I started for you guys, I guess, everyone said, listen, no one's going to fill Howard Stern's big shoes. I mean, there's no replacing Howard. You're not going to replace Howard Stern. There's no, they kissed your ass. It got obnoxious, by the way. And then they said, and we don't expect anything for the first year. We're starting from scratch. Right. We know it's going to take a long time to build. You're in L.A. You're against Mark and Brian. Those guys have been around. I mean, like Al Jolson was one of their first guests, and Kevin and Bean. I mean, these guys are literally 25 years, 19 years. We don't expect anything out of you in the first year. 6 weeks in, they were like, what the fuck is going on? This is a disaster. You got to do something.
And I started right in on you.
I know,
but I told you that.
What happened to the first fucking year? And they were like, holy shit, let's just torch the place and collect the insurance. And I was like, I thought we got a year to get our rhythm.
Were they
and
dragging
everything.
you into meetings every day?
Oh, well, this is the whole thing. And I've said this to anyone who listens. The only reason I ever wanted ratings, and I don't have a big ego. You guys know this.
That's true.
I did Loveline, the radio show Loveline, for over 10 years. We were number one everywhere we were at, quite easily in our time slot. Times 95 markets. I had no idea what markets we were in. I had no idea what the call letters were. I didn't know 5 of the 95, and I had no fucking idea what the ratings were. And in 10 years, I never had a discussion about it because they were always good.
Right.
I wanted good ratings so stupid people would leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
Because when your ratings suck, you have to listen to retards.
Right.
Because everyone has a valid fucking answer. There's a guy with a fucking mop in the hall and pulls you aside and says, Carolla, you got to take more calls.
Oh, God, that's torture.
Everyone's a fucking genius because you guys are doing
was
shitty.
it literally within 6 weeks that everyone started to give you advice?
Whenever the first trend came in, and that was 5 or 6 weeks into the thing, and we got a 0.7 or whatever we got, it was like, the world is on fire.
And you didn't panic. You said, wait, we have to build. We're starting a whole new morning show.
I said, listen, I'm good. That much I know. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. There's something called chemistry, and then there's just pure repetition. We just need to get our reps in. I need to memorize the phone number before I can start being funny. I got too much in my brain. Here's what I would say to people. Right now, I'm driving a rental car. I don't know where the wipers are.
So
I think I'm turning the wipers on and the high beams come on. I can't win the race until I figure out how to drive the car. Once it becomes my car and not a rental car, I'll start kicking ass.
Now, did they buy that?
No.
Retards don't get car metaphors.
That's right.
So bringing in...
The guy said, why? You want to ride home? You don't understand.
Adam, are you saying you want us to put in a wiper wash?
Adam, why are you talking about cars? We're trying to talk about radio. That's what they said to him.
And by the way, Galpin Ford wants their Taurus back. They say the numbers aren't good. I'm glad you brought that up.
So look, they paid you a lot of money.
Right.
I remember because you were even thinking of coming to Satellite, and we talked, but they had the money. They went out and they spent for you.
Right.
They said they were going to wait a year and relax and all that stuff. But
they did not relax.
All right, understood.
All right.
They panicked a little bit.
I was going to say, do you commiserate with Katie Couric now when she's going through the same thing? Oh, we need to build. We got a year. We don't expect.
Yeah, except for
Why don't you show your legs?
I'm going to... Her and her $15 million a year, by the way.
Well, that's true, too.
Right. What does she care if she bombs?
Right. So everyone's running around like a Chinese fire drill trying to figure out
Was it difficult?
what we're going to do.
Do you like these morning hours? You must hate them.
Well, for a guy who is, well, first off, if Artie can do it, Fatty Arbuckle from the grave could fucking do it. You know what I mean? I would say to myself, the alarm would go off at 4:45, and I'd think, oh, Christ, Carolla, and then I think, no, if Artie can drag his fat, booze-soaked body out of his futon, there's nobody who could say they can't do morning radio.
That is a good way to look at it.
There should be bumper stickers. If Artie can do it, you you couldn't do
I'll
it.
tell you what.
Everybody's getting up because Artie does.
When I plan on not coming in, I go, God, Adam will never make it to work if I don't.
Once in a while, it was weird. About 3 weeks ago, Artie thought about calling in sick, and all of a sudden I got this weird moment where I started to crawl back into bed, fully clothed.
So, Adam, what was it like? Okay, so they start to panic and all this stuff.
Right.
So at some point they come to you and say, listen, forget it. We got the answer. Danny Bonaducci is going to join us in the morning. And,
Right.
At first, do you say, guys, come on, stop it?
Well, I'll tell you what happened, and just
did you sit down with Danny and try to work
Was
things
there a
out?
meeting of some sort beforehand?
Yeah. Well, first off, just to let everyone know, at the end of the year, when the dust settled, I'm being as honest and as truthful as I can be. I don't have every number in front of me, but we did either well or very well in every affiliate we're in. I know because I got a bunch of bonus checks.
Okay.
And in Los Angeles, we moved up quite a bit from where we started from. We're not doing well, but we're doing good enough to sort of show progress and move
you and
forward.
Danny,
So,
all right.
no, this is before
That's
Danny.
before
So
Danny.
when the year ended, it was actually a decent year. It was a year of people pulling their hair out and doom and gloom and the sky's falling. But when the dust settled in the snow globe of morning radio, and at the end of the year, it actually was a pretty decent first year. You would take it, I think, would be the answer.
Did you say to them, why change it if it was starting to grow?
I did. On the other hand, the Bonaducci thing for me, I'll tell you why, and this is the part where I think you guys are all understand where I'm coming from. People said, what if they put Bonaducci in there? What if they set Bonaducci down next to you? And everyone starts loving Bonaducci, and the next thing you know, you're out of a gig or you're expendable. And I said, that's impossible. There's nobody who's going to sit next to me for 4 hours, 5 days a week and be funnier and faster than I am. That person's not alive. That person doesn't exist. I know I sound like a pompous ass, but there's a part of this business where you have to kind of be like a prize fighter.
Right.
You can't go into the ring and think, geez, I hope I don't get hurt.
Right.
You have to go in the ring and think, God, I hope I don't kill this guy. Otherwise, you're not going to last very long doing morning radio. And there's a lot of shit I suck at. I don't think I would be good
So
on
you
a
felt-
sitcom. But when it comes to morning radio, no, they're not going to get some guy from the Partridge Family and have him sit next to me and be funnier than me. It's never going to work. As a
Unless
matter
it
of
was
fact,
Mr. Kincaid would have been.
Dave Madden is a funny guy,
Yeah,
Artie. And the
absolutely.
second thing I think
Now,
about
how
when I get
soon-
out of bed.
How soon into the relationship with Danny Bonaducci did he let you know he was a black belt? And how many times has he threatened to kick your ass?
Yeah, that's the other thing, the physical part.
I've been threatened by him many times.
Well,
Is he still at that stage? I thought he had grown.
Yeah, but
No.
Adam's a boxer. Fuck, Adam could kick his
Could you
ass.
kick his ass?
yes, I did.
Really? Could you?
Yeah.
You could beat up Danny.
Boxing, I don't know,
Karate.
if I was eating dinner
If
and
he
he hit
tries
me with
to-
a folding chair.
You don't know if he could survive that.
I don't know if I could
Yeah,
survive
but
that.
if he slapped you with a foot while you're trying to take a punch,
First off, Danny cannot raise his foot off the ground because he wears cowboy boots in skin-tight women's bedazzled jeans. I mean, he can barely walk up. I got to carry him up a flight of stairs. I have to lift him onto the toilet during the break.
Is it becoming a friendship, maybe,
Well,
between you guys?
the thing about...
Would you hang out together?
Okay, couple things.
All right. And is Jimmy still the producer of your show?
Who's Jimmy?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, I don't even... That man's dead to me.
Does he give you any advice?
Any advice?
I thought they're paying him to be a consultant.
Yes, I know. They pay consultant. They pay him to insult me is what they do.
Does he ever call you up and say, here's what you're doing right and here's what you're doing wrong?
He gets $1 million a year to fire off vitriolic emails that erode my self-esteem. That's what
You're
Kimmel
saying
does.
he's an insultant?
He's an insultant. Hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do about this morning show. I'll just tell you it sucked. Now I got to go back to work.
That's his involvement.
Him telling me the show. Sometimes he has his assistant tell me the show sucked.
Yeah. Did you push for him to be the consultant on your show?
All right, hold on, Howard. You're all over the road.
All
here.
right, go
All
ahead.
right, let's
Yes,
let's
all
reel
right,
it in.
let's slow
First
down.
off, Bonaducci. The strategy, and Bonaducci is a badass, but a lot of it is an act.
Bravado.
And I mean, you guys know morning radio. You know, there's the on-the-air persona. And
he seems to be the real deal to me.
Then the off. You'd be surprised. He's a savvy businessman, and I'm not saying it's at all an act, like Breaking Bonaducci was all an act, but he's aware there's a camera in his peripheral vision and understands what people want to see. One of the first things I did with Bonaducci is I just brought in my focus pads, my punching pads, and I said, Danny, let me see what you got, and I held it for him, and then I said, now hold them and let me show you what I got, and that sort of settled things.
Right. You're a tough guy. People don't think of you as that, but you are.
I'm not a tough guy, but I'm very strong technically at boxing, and if you hold the focus pads for me, you will be scared of me. It doesn't mean you should be scared of me. It doesn't mean that a boozed up Artie Lange couldn't knock me down and get me a figure 4 and then sodomize me right here. But
could we see that now?
If you
everything up to the sodomy
from my mouth to God's ears, but if you held them for me, if you saw me box, you would say I'm scared of him.
Did you have to clear with your bosses that you were coming here to satellite radio? I know they're very upset about satellite radio.
We did ask them just to be respectful. Yes.
Good,
yes. So
good.
the thing. So here's
so you
the thing.
got permission.
Here's the truth about Bonaducci.
Yeah.
He's a professional. He's a nice guy. He's not a crazed drug-addled maniac.
Yeah.
And the other thing is and this is what I'm trying to get to, which is my ratings in Los Angeles were mediocre the first year.
Okay.
They only care about Los Angeles as far as they go.
Right.
They're desperate for ratings in Los Angeles. Bonaducci, who has 10 years of morning radio experience under his belt, did pretty well last time he was on in Los Angeles.
Right.
So people say to me, geez, you want Bonaduci sitting next to you? And I say to them, better him sitting next to me than him floating around out there as the guy who did good in Los Angeles last time he was on the air, who'll work for a quarter of what I get paid.
Right.
That's the guy I don't want floating around out there. Now, you bring him in, you sit him next to me, and you realize pretty quickly I'm better than he is.
I see. So that was your philosophy. You said, let him be side by side with me rather than the guy who could replace me.
Yeah, because who the hell, and I mean, you're Howard Stern, you don't have this, but pretend you're not Howard Stern for a second.
I do that all the time.
There's a guy, I know, so does Beth.
Nice one.
The point is...
Mr. Happy with the movie. Yeah.
The point is...
I'll be evaluating that tonight, Hammer.
Oh, please, Mr. Stern.
Did it get any reviews at the Hammer?
Yes,
Hammer,
it did.
don't hurt us.
It did get a review in the...
was it good?
The Village Voice or whatever came out.
Was it a good review?
Well, listen. Listen,
They didn't understand the movie.
I cried at my wedding. You guys found that out in 10 minutes. You can't go find a fucking review. It's online.
Is it a good review or not?
Yes, it's a good review.
Okay.
But the point is if there was a guy who was floating around out there who would work at 1/2 or 1/4 of what you're getting paid, who used to get good ratings in a market you're not getting good ratings in, and the boss knew he was available, was talking to him, and probably thought he was better than you, wouldn't you want that guy sitting next to you?
That's a good point.
So you could prove that you were better than him?
Yes.
That's what I did.
That's what you did. Very good. Now,
so
have
when
things
they came
gotten...
to you, did they say, we want to, you were just right away, okay, no problem?
They were like, look, it's the Adam Carolla show. It's not Adam Carolla and Danny Bonaducci show. It will be the Adam Carolla show, and we're bringing this guy on, and we think you guys are whatever. And I'd done stuff with him before, and I knew he was pretty good at what he did.
Have you seen a change in your radio show since the firing of Don Imus? Have you noticed that you have to even tighten up more? Be a little bit more ethnically responsible. You had to apologize to the Asian community at one point, right?
Did you? I didn't know that.
That's right. Did they accept your apology? I don't hear the Asians.
Would you like the reminder of what happened to me?
What happened?
Funny, Howard.
What happened?
Remember how all the people that used to do accounting when we were at K-Rock were all Vietnamese? There were it was a big Vietnamese community. So I guess Jimmy and Adam weren't getting paid quick enough, and they said something like, "What do we have to do? Walk down the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍 Trail to get our money?"
Yeah, no, that was me. That was me over it. That was me over at K-Rock in Los Angeles. I used to always say, I'm going to take the walk down the 𝗦𝗍𝗄𝗍 Trail to see if I can get a fucking paycheck this week, because they would stiff me every week. They got really pissed off about that.
They've gotten a little bit more. I'm sure you received a memo or something warning you that you better behave.
Oh, there's always talk about it, but first off, I can't edit. Listen, I do a show where I just... it's actually a great combination because I have fairly low self-esteem. No one in my family listens to the show. Not many of my friends listen to the show. So I just do a show like nobody's listening and say what I want. There are no rules. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Were you surprised when they fired 𝗫𝗫?
Yeah, I was, yeah. I thought it was out of line. I mean, I know you guys don't give a shit, but I'm
happy you got fired.
Yeah, I know, or you're happy. I don't give a shit either. I listen, I said to everybody, if you miss 𝗫𝗫, you know, this is when he got off MSNBC. Or wasn't he on MSNBC for?
Yes.
I said, listen, he's going to be suspended or he's canceled. I said, if you really miss him, I mean, you're really used to watching him in the morning and you feel like there's a void there, just take a stack of coats, put them on a bed, and put a cowboy hat on top of it. It's the same fucking show. Because I used to see that show. He's wearing like 11 denim jackets and then a duster over it, and
all cowboy outfits at once.
Like he fucking rode in on a horse, and then he's wearing a cowboy hat and sunglasses, and he's wearing those creepy headphones the ones Pan Am used in 1963.
What is that?
And he's leaning into a mic going, I was like, who the fuck is watching
What
this?
do you say to the Asian people when you have to apologize to them? How did you handle it? What did you say? What was your apology? Do you recall it?
Well, what happened is there's a guy over there by the name of 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗿𝗍, and he is the watchdog he speaks for all Asians, and he speaks for Japanese, Chinese. He speaks.
You didn't realize it was a Japanese Al Sharpton.
Asian Al Sharpton.
You don't even know what he is. You don't know if he's Japanese.
He's Al Sharpton's son.
Does he speak for Filipinos as well?
He speaks for everybody who's not black or Mexican.
Okay.
That's basically... If you're not white, you're not black, and you're not Mexican, then 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗿𝗍 is your bullhorn.
That's your boy.
And this guy's been up my ass for years. And
you look a little Asian.
He hated Sarah Silverman too. We're the two people on his hit list because one time on Loveline many years ago, somebody was talking to me about holistic medicine or about whatever, and I said, look, that shit doesn't work. You'd be better off eating the dust off a Chinaman's balls. And he got pissed that I said Chinaman, and I was trying to be fun. I was trying to, not only was I trying to be funny, I told him I grew up watching Kung Fu. Every fifth episode, some guy with a gin blossom would say, hey, Chinaman, we don't like your type here, and then he'd start kicking ass.
So you explained that to him?
I explained it to him.
And he didn't like it. So what did you say?
He took my apology, but was
it a sincere apology? I know you were very sarcastic.
No,
guy.
look, nobody is sincere about anything they apologize for.
You meant it when you said
yeah.
Chinaman.
Look, you call someone a fat ass or hook nose or something. Well, later on, what do you think they shrunk? Of course, you didn't.
So you
apologized that they heard you or they got pissed or whatever.
You apologize that they're offended.
No, listen, seriously, I say horrible things about myself. I've called my dad a pussy 700,000 times on the air.
Is your dad a pussy?
He's a He sleeps in a basket. He has no fucking spine. He's a full-blown puss. I've said horrible things about my mom, my family.
What do you say about your mom?
She married a pussy. She smoked weed and locked herself in a room and yelled "freak out" my entire childhood. Listen, blacks, Asian, myself, my wife. I say horrible things about everybody, so get the fuck over it. So no, I don't mean to hurt anybody. I don't want to make anybody feel shame or disgrace or anything.
You're trying to make a living, is what you're
trying to make a living. I'm trying to be funny.
You're actually trying to be funny. You want people to laugh.
You want people to have a good time.
That's all, and I'm an equal opportunity
But we should be clear.
offender.
You especially dislike the Asians.
Oh, I think that was clear.
You picked on that.
You made that clear.
No, here's the fucking thing about the Asians. I've said more positive shit about these people,
and
by the way, they never call on that one. No, I said, look, this is a great example of people who put an emphasis on family, who put an emphasis on education, unlike the blacks, Robin.
I was going to say, now who are you talking about?
I think we can do the math.
Right.
These are people.
Give a great massage.
They give a great with a happy ending. No, they put an emphasis
in those genes.
They put an emphasis on education and on family. They came over here. They learn the language. They immediately assimilate. They need no help from us.
Absolutely.
And they're very smart
Some of them are
people.
born here, Adam. I think that might point out.
Adam, I am excited. You know what? And Beth is excited. We're going to the movies tonight.
I must say I am thrilled.
Adam contacted me a couple of months ago. You never hear from him until he needs something.
Right.
But
That's the first time I've ever heard from him.
he calls me up and says, listen, I got a movie. I said, a movie? Don't you do a morning radio show? He goes, that doesn't slow me down. I go, but you have to concentrate on your morning radio. They're bringing in Bonaducci, for God's sake. He goes, I can do everything. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So he made his movie.
Sound like your mom?
Yeah.
Really?
What time would you get done? I mean, you start the morning show at 6 a.m. And what time would you get done with the movie work? I mean, I can imagine this was very debilitating.
You know, from doing two different things or five different things, nobody gives a shit about the other thing.
Right.
So what they do is they go, look, you do the morning show from 6, you guys get out of there about noon, you get on set at 12:30, and we'll get you wrapped out of here by 8 o'clock tonight.
Never works
Well,
out.
at 10:45, you go, listen, I got to get up at the crack of fuck, and they go, you're not interested in our project? And it's like, we had an agreement.
Who put up the money for this movie? Did Jimmy Kimmel put it up?
No, we actually we reached out to the Asian community. And
Japanese businessmen.
The guys that owned the Panda Express said, it cost $850,000, but
to make the movie. I'm going to a movie
Will
night that
I
costs...
see every penny on the screen?
And then some, because I paid for people to fly in and shit like that.
Are there Asians in the Hammer?
Oh, no, I will not have Asians.
Not after the way you've been hassled.
Not even. No, I'll have the set cleared of Asians.
Is there a pretty girl in the movie?
Yeah, they're.
You have a love interest?
Yes, the love interest is Heather Jurgensen, who there's
out with her?
movie. Yes,
Nice.
uncomfortable in front of her husband. By the way, weird.
How do I know that name? Yeah, she sounds hot.
There was the story is there was a movie called Kissing Jessica Stein.
Oh, yeah,
which
I know,
was a hot independent movie about 3 years old or something like that. Everybody from that movie, the director, the producer, and all the people, including Heather, who starred and co-wrote that movie, are the people that made this movie. So they're really good at making $1 million look like more.
So that's a very
shot it on film. It looks great.
It's a low budget, and you wrote this thing. This is the story, sort of based on your life, being a carpenter, wanting to be a boxer. I'm going to the premiere tonight. I know Robin's going, Artie's going. I don't know if Fred doesn't go anywhere. You're not going, are you?
Go nowhere.
Who's Fred?
Fred, that one, the one over there, the silent
I'm not
one.
Asian.
Fred, why aren't you going to be there?
Why am I not going to be there?
Yes.
Because last week I was out a lot and we can't get sitters this week. We have an event this week that we have to have a sitter for.
Okay.
Can't find a sitter.
Fair enough.
All right.
He uses that excuse all the time.
He heard independent
excuse.
He heard independent film 850,000.
I actually read when I read
850,
what the movie was all about. I was actually very interested.
All right.
So.
It is a good movie. It
Will
just
I be
got
bored?
a good review. No, you know what? As a matter of fact, I was thinking of Private Parts as I was doing it, which is to say, and it was sort of in this review that came out in the Post or whatever came out in yesterday, which is when you made a movie, people expected 2 hours of you rolling around in Miracle Whip with strippers. And
that was one idea.
And as it turns out, it was a nice, sort of thoughtful, funny, but it wasn't the movie we thought Howard Stern or we expected Howard Stern to make.
Right.
This is not the movie you expect the guy from The Man Show to make. It's a comedy,
and
but
it's a talkie. It has sound. It has
yes.
All the modern things.
And even though I'm going to the premiere tonight, when does it open up so that the audience can see it?
Well, that's a good point because we have to find a distributor. Someone needs to buy it. Thus, you guys need to laugh your ass off when you show up tonight.
Right.
Well, you can see Adam Carolla in The Hammer premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival. And for more information, you can go to adamcarolla.com. Adam is a friend of mine, a friend of our show. Great guy, hosts a radio show in Los Angeles that replaced ours. It's on KLSX.
Yeah.
And
Kimmel's hosting it right now.
That's right. Is he really on there this
Yes.
morning? No
Yes.
kidding.
He's sitting in for you?
Yes.
So he's working with Bonaducci today.
Listen, you don't work with Bonaducci. You work around Bonaducci. Bonaducci does chin-ups while he smokes in cowboy boots during the commercial breaks. I mean, he's a fucking maniac.
Yes, and by the way, you have to go see the movie, The Hammer, because, or at least pretend that you want to see it, because he needs to get distribution.
Start asking people, where can you see it?
All right.
Listen, I will make
great
this.
seeing you.
It's a great movie, or at least a good movie. You guys are going to see it. You'll be surprised, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it.
How long does it run? Because I'm trying to plan my dinner.
It's a little longer than Barry Lyndon. Do you remember that film from the 70s?
Don't do that.
No.
I remember my dad took me out during the there was an intermission to
You
Barry
can eat
Lyndon.
dinner during the intermission.
What's the matter? You don't like Kubrick?
I was over at Tad's Steakhouse.
It's an hour and 28 minutes. An hour and a half.
Nice.
That's not bad. All
And
right.
it moves fast.
Okay, I like it.
All right.
I love it. I love it. And go to adamcarolla.com to learn more. And thanks, Adam. Always great seeing you.
Always a pleasure, kiddies, and I'll see you tonight.
I'll see you tonight.
Absolutely.
Adam,
Yeah.
what is going on with you and the Asians, man?
I love the Asians.
There's a lot of controversy surrounding you.
I know.
Let's say
they're
those
trying to
people.
get everybody off the air. I gotta say, I don't like many races. I really don't. But the Asians are not amongst them. I love the Asians.
So there's a lot of confusion. You're actually pro-Asian.
I am pro-Asian. I said it 1,000 times, but you make a little ching-chong joke, and the next thing you know, life's over as we know it.
They need to lighten up a little bit.
Ask Rosie. Everyone needs to lighten up a little. Who gives a shit? Come on.
You were in a pretty unique situation in there. You got to sort of analyze your own show,
Yeah.
the Howard show.
Right.
Was that pretty cool? Actually, going over
Yeah.
the addition of Danny Bonaducci and
Yeah. Like, I mean, I like talking. I like talking to Howard. I like talking about myself. So all the elements came together. Yeah. Easy, weird, fun.
cool.
You know, and I wanted to kind of clear the air because I think everyone sort of assumes the worst, you know, but...
How about you and Danny?
Yeah.
Well, you
right.
threw in the bedazzled jeans reference and the cowboy boots. That might...
He's a nutty guy, and we couldn't be more different, but he's good on the air, and he's good at what he does, and he's actually a pretty good guy.
Cool. All right, well, good luck with your movie, Adam.
Cleveland, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
You and
Thank you.
Robin, and, you and Robin.
Yes.
You guys put forth such a great effort to put out the, you take some pride in your work and
Thank
you show
you.
the quality.
Thank you.
How do you surround yourself with such idiots? Are you on a charity mission or something?
What do you mean? You're talking about Ganji and John and all that?
Yeah, I mean, we could go down in alphabetical order, right? Gary.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you something about myself, and I guess it's a flaw. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I am one of those guys who is, and Robin knows this about me, so listen, at least I recognize my own flaws.
Well, I look at it as a virtue. Over the years, you have taught me it is a virtue.
I've tried. I have a hard time firing people. I'll be honest with you. I want the world to love me. I have a hard time.
And he's an incredible amount of patience.
I do. And I feel bad for people. It's like, look at Carolla. I mean, he's out there running around with pieces of paper for a year behind my back, getting celebrity autographs and using the show for ridiculous reasons.
Right.
He conspires with 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. And I feel bad for the guy afterward. I don't know what it is. I do feel bad for these people. I feel like God gave me a gift. He gave me certain blessings in life. I have an incredible amount of not intelligence, but common sense.
And what is worse is that I get stuck trying to explain life to these people.
Right. Robin has to train them.
Because he insists on keeping them around.
Right. So Robin's job is to pick up the pieces.
That might be the problem right there.
Yeah.
Nope. You don't know how much trouble I avert around here.
When you do get off the air someday, I'll be curious to see these guys' job prospects.
Oh, that's going to be the best. That's going to be the best.
Robin
and I
will sit back and that'll be our entertainment.
You'll have to do an anniversary show and like a comeback special or something.
I would like to do that, even if I don't come to terms with this company and I stop working here after a year. I will do free of charge. I would like to, in 5 years, come back for an anniversary show.
Try to find him in 5 years.
Yeah, and then,
I don't think that'll be too hard. Just take a walk down the street.
Here's my prediction. I'll go through them one by one.
Right.
𝗦𝗃𝗄𝗿𝗍's wife will have left him because she's getting tired of the fact that he can't make payments on the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that he has no job.
She'll get a guy who can really support her.
And then she'll see what he really looks like without your show.
Right. Yeah, all of a sudden he ain't going to look that good.
She'll run away with his dentist.
Yeah, she'll run away with his dentist. Because she's a good-looking enough girl that she could have gotten a dentist or a doctor or somebody.
Dentist has all of Gary's money.
Yeah. Steve Carolla will be a mailman, like his father. He will go into mail, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's an honorable job. He's not hitting people over the head.
In fact, Steve Carolla's father is a good mailman. Steve will be a bad mailman.
Oh.
Jackie will be host of Star Search.
Oh, Jackie will be working in clubs in North Carolina, in strip clubs.
Maybe he'll have even bought his own strip club.
Yeah. I mean, Jackie's made some dough off the show.
The strip club was in Atlanta.
And Lord knows he piles it away. So Jackie now has some money, but he will work he won't work, he'll do what he did before he met me, in strip clubs.
Yeah.
Even though he
thinks
thinks
out on the road.
He thinks he's going to be writing scripts somewhere.
T-shirt contest.
Ganji will work in his father's construction company.
Mm-hmm. We don't have to worry about him. He's taken care of.
He will have no job.
Not a worry in the world.
Not a worry in the world there. Stuttering John will maybe, I don't know, he'll just get like a gardening job.
I was going to say, who do you have the least hope for?
I think it's going to be hardest on Gary, because Gary really sees him. He doesn't know this, but he sees himself as a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have some office work back there that I'm waiting for him to get done, and we're all saying, well, Gary can't even bring himself to do it. He signs it to all the interns because he sees himself as a celebrity.
I see.
He wins most diluted. I mean, Billy will be all right.
Yeah.
Billy does his voiceover and cartoon work. He'll be fine. Fred's wife will leave him.
Sure. You think that'll happen too?
Fred will be a disc jockey in Springfield, Mass. He'll pick up right where I left him.
Exactly.
His job's still waiting.
His job is still waiting there.
See, they're keeping the home fires burning.
Fred will be a disc jockey. But, in Springfield, Massachusetts.
In a little town.
What do they pay there, Fred? What were you making when you left there?
I think it was a big $220.
$220 a week?
Yeah. It must be like up to $280 by now.
Yeah, I think he'll have $280. And Fred will move back in with his parents.
He'll go back home.
Oh, if you think I'm joking, I know that.
I don't doubt it for a moment.
Sure.
Robin's socked away enough dough, and she has enough people
I'm
interested
retiring.
in. Yeah, she's retiring. And I figure.
So Robin will do nothing.
No, Robin will work. Robin can do radio work. She's done radio work without me.
Repair them.
What do you say?
Repair them.
We repair radios.
Right.
Oh, she'll be doing better than you, Jackie. No offense.
I had to say so.
All right.
Oh, goodness. No, but I meant, who do you think will just take the biggest fall? You know, because somebody's got to fall.
Oh, boy. That's a tough one.
You know, who's just going to fall off the wagon and be
I know
a mess?
Immediately, maybe Stuttering John will get hired by like another radio show. They'll say, hey, let's get Stuttering John. And then when they realize he doesn't write the questions, that'll be the end of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He'll be like, oh, he's awful. Yeah, right.
Well, Ganchi and Gorilla, they don't have far to fall now, so I don't think you can, I don't think you have to worry about them falling too far.
I think Gary's going to take it the hardest.
Yeah.
It's going to be real tough for him.
Big hit.
Yeah, Fred's right. Big head.
So you think, I mean, if his whole life, like the wife leaves him and everything's
Oh, it's all going to fall
gone,
apart.
What's he going to do? Is he going to, like, become an alcoholic or?
No, he'll probably work in a flea market like his brother. He'll work in a flea market.
And get a regular wife?
Yeah, and a wife.
You
He'll be back with the pigs he always had.
I think we'll be hunting down Robin.
Tom Chiasano will fail the mailman test, and he won't even be able to.
He won't even be able to mail, man.
So, Fred, do you think I have a big head?
Well, you got big teeth. What are you going to stuff them all in there?
Fred said I had a big head. So.
No.
You do.
I said big hit.
Oh, I thought you said big head.
No.
Because that's what Howard repeated.
Sound like big head to me.
Sorry. Well, big head's funny, but
No, you'll take it the hardest. But I'm going to enjoy watching him fall the most.
And where will Robin go?
Robin will probably not. Robin won't have to work, but I predict Robin will probably get her own show.
She won't have to work?
No.
doing.
Well, you mean like she's got enough money saved now?
She's going to have her book. She's going to have. She'll be busy. She could either do some TV work, like maybe a reporter, or maybe even her own host her own show.
Like the lottery? She can pick those numbers out of the lottery?
Keep laughing, Baba Booey. We'll see.
See, Baba Booey, I might have considered you for a job.
She was working in radio when I
You think I'm crazy enough to go work for you?
When I hooked up with Robin, she was working in radio. Unlike you, like Fred could get a job in radio. Oh,
I was.
What were you doing? Tell everyone what you were doing.
Well, which job? You mean the one where I...
Any of them. Any of them.
The one where I babysat the automated station or the one where I worked for the traffic reporter?
Okay, either one.
Yeah, but I met you young.
I don't care if you met me old. What are you going to do when I leave?
Fred, how old were you, Fred, when you met Howard? You were like 25?
25, yeah.
Right, so Fred had
college.
Fred was already an overnight disc jockey at a radio station.
Right, I met you right out of college.
What are you going to do when I leave? What are you going to do?
You don't think I could produce?
Produce what?
Produce other shows?
Produce what? Other radio programs?
I wouldn't want to do other radio programs.
First of all, what do you think they pay these other radio programs?
Well, no, you just said, wait a second, you said that I would fall completely.
You will. I don't know that, but wait till people, well... Okay, you could produce other radio shows. You think that there's jobs producing other radio shows?
I could not get the amount of money working for somebody else. Plus, I wouldn't want to work for somebody else.
Most guys now, listen, let me explain something to you. When I first started looking for a producer in radio show, what I wanted to hire was a guy who was into production, who could write little bits and do that kind of thing. But I only had a budget of $150 a week, so I got you, all right, who didn't have any skills. So... Now, when they get it, now everyone accepts the fact it's a different day and age. Everyone's allowed to have a producer. So usually they hire a guy who's at the station who's a production type or this and that. You're not any of those things. Yeah, you're way overpaid.
When somebody hires you as the producer, they're going to think you can somehow create this.
You can't work a computer. You can't cut tape. You can't do anything.
I can cut tape.
I've never heard you cut a bit up.
You never asked me to. I'm not allowed to.
You could make bits?
I don't think I can make a bit.
Cut me a bit up for tomorrow.
I can't do that.
That's what they're looking for, producers. You're outdated already. You don't even know how to work stuff. You don't know how to digitally edit. You don't know how to do anything. You just sit there and play Prince of Persia on your stupid computer.
And I was doing that work. I've been doing that work for you. I don't know why.
Well, we'll see what happens.
You've been picking on me about that.
Are you doing it?
Of course.
No. I don't know.
Oh,
Never
that
gets done fast enough.
office work you have?
I heard it could be done in a day if you put in a good hard day.
But it can't be done
But
in a
evidently
day.
it can't. Oh, yes,
You
it
heard
can.
incorrectly. First of all, did you know that I worked on it and that there was something wrong with our computer?
I heard all about it.
Right. And you know it can't be done
You
in
know,
a day.
let me tell you how 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗍 is such a help to me. I had a computer system where we kept a log of the show daily, and we used to have different interns, keeping the log. So this is a prime example of what our caller is calling about. So 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗍, unbeknownst to me, his job was supposed to go in and check the different interns' work to make sure that they made proper entries into their log.
Yes.
Of course, there's about 7,000 entries where the people just didn't even put a date in or a subject or anything because he never checked their work.
This was tons of the work.
Yeah. So
that
now we
was
have to go back.
Logged in wrong.
Right. Tons of 7,000 entries.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm not even looking at you. Oh, it's nothing. It's not a big
That's
deal.
not a big
I'm
deal.
sorry.
That's
I'm
not a
sorry.
big
I
deal.
shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Robin, can we have a date and a time when you last disagreed or didn't kiss Howard's ass?
Why is that kissing my ass?
See?
Because she's just always
Again,
there to
you could
suck
learn
your
from
butt.
her. You could. That's not
I love
sucking
them.
my butt.
It is.
Why? That 7,000 entries you didn't notice.
She just loves to hammer everyone that ain't her.
What are you talking
She
about?
just does.
7,000 entries and you wouldn't go ooh?
How come Jackie and Fred and Billy didn't go ooh?
Because
Why?
Because Jackie, Fred, and Billy have a different mentality than Robin does.
And what is Robin's mentality?
Robin's mentality is she is for this show 100%. Jackie, I don't know what planet he's on. Fred
is for the show.
Fred.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Ruth.
All right.
How are you this morning?
I'm early. I want to hear the Big Short talk a little bit.
You want to hear him?
Yes.
Right this way. I'll lead you.
All right.
I'll lead you to where you can do that.
Okay.
You see, some people walk through here and they seem intimidated.
For very few people would I get up at the crack of dawn.
Only for Howard.
Only for Howard.
You know, a
For
lot of
no other men.
many people. Right this way, Dr. Ruth. Many people they come in here and they seem intimidated or scared. You seem full of life and completely
Not scared.
unintimidated.
Certainly intimidated.
You'll go on the offensive this morning.
I bought him a keychain, Sex for Dummies. Here's Mark. Mark, come here. Here is the best playwright in the world.
Good morning, Mark.
Saint-Germain,
Good morning. How are you?
Who
Good.
just wrote a play, Dr. Ruth, all the way. I want to hear Howard say that. All the way. And we are going to get some coffee and give me something to nibble at.
Yes, he's going to send somebody else.
Thank you. Thank you. Mark, what would you like? Coffee?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, this is Mark Saint-Germain,
All right, hi, Robin.
the best playwright who wrote the play, Dr. Ruth, all the way.
Dr. Ruth, what did you want? A croissant?
Yes.
Or a bagel? Or
A bagel with cream cheese would be wonderful.
bagel?
And a drink?
I have already.
So just a bagel with cream cheese, a plain bagel?
Plain bagel.
No sesame seeds or poppy seeds?
No poppy seeds,
Okay.
no sesame.
Plain bagel with cream cheese.
Or if you have a croissant.
We'll get,
Whatever you
I think a bagel will be easier.
Bagel, whatever is easiest. What would you like, Mark?
If there's a coffee around, but if not. Yeah, coffee's easy. And a coffee will get, I don't want
So I'll let you get settled, Dr. Ruth.
All right.
Have fun with Howard today.
Yeah, tell him that I brought him a keychain, Sex for Dummies.
I think he needs that.
I thought so. I thought so. Zo moet ik toch een zin van de lang.
Ja, ja. Oké. Wanneer zal hij erin gaan? Jan Bayer. Oh, you don't understand what we're saying? That's because it's Hebrew. That's the secret language me and Dr. Ruth share. We go way back. We're from the motherland.
I go every year.
Yeah, yeah.
I was there this year.
פעם אחרונה שהייתי בן 12. Yeah. אני מת לחזור. תודה, תודה. ההורים.
תני לשאול אם יש איזה כובע או משהו מהאוצר.
אני אשאל גרי. Gary, she wanted to know.
First of all, is the wine open?
No.
Will it be open?
No, we're not allowed to serve wine here, so we can talk about it.
That's okay. I'm speaking Hebrew.
Oh, sorry.
So we talk about it?
Yeah, you'll just talk about it.
Fine. Do you know if they have the red or which one?
I will find out.
And
Hey,
also,
Gary, I just want to say good morning. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Good to see you up here. I was looking for you.
make sure that I sit on two pillows.
I just put a second one in for you, and I have a third one should you request it.
Wonderful.
It's all ready for you.
Oh, but one more thing.
Yes, yes.
One glass of water next to me.
Can I give you a bottle of Poland spring water? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
but just open it.
I will.
Thank you.
Our dear friend Dr. Ruth is out there. God, haven't heard from her in years. She's requested several pillows to sit on so that she won't look too short and she can look me in the eye. And she was out in the hallway. She speaks 4 different languages. So she was out in the hallway speaking fluent Hebrew to 𝗛ci.
But
I would have liked to.
to 𝗛ci.
I love to hear that. I am admiring of anybody who can speak other languages. I think it shows a high sign of intelligence.
Well, everybody in Europe does it. They're no
know.
smarter than we are. It's
She in
a
the can?
matter of
No,
where
she's
you are.
swallowing the last chew of her bagel.
Oh, bagel. Wow. She is very Jewish. You know what I mean? Swallow up, my dear. Bring in 𝗛ci. I want to hear them talk Hebrew. I find that fascinating. God, I forget just how short Dr. Ruth is. Hi, Dr. Ruth. How are you?
She does look fine.
What are you on? You're on mic 1, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth, you want to sit on some pillows?
What a question. I immediately asked for pillows so I can look into your good-looking face.
You know, you look.
I haven't seen you. Hi, Robin.
How long has it been?
Too long.
You're 84 years old. You look terrific. You really do. And
Wait, first of all, say that again.
you're 84 years old and
Right?
you look terrific.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Dr.
You
Ruth,
look good, too.
Can I hear you
Hi,
speak
Robin.
Hebrew to 𝗛ci? I would love to hear that. I'm so admiring of people who can speak multiple languages.
אוקיי, שולי.
שולי?
בואו נדבר עליו. בואו נגיד עליו שהוא צריך להיות מאוד בסדר איתי, כי הייתי בהגנה. Now, you know what I said?
I want to see if 𝗛ci know what you said.
אני הבנתי מה שאמרת.
Okay.
You want me to translate?
No. Just let me
You're
hear you
not
talk.
translated.
Let me hear you talk. Talk to Dr. Ruth. Ask her a question.
את אוהבת להיות פה חזרה בסדרה? לא היית פה
בטח, איזו
הרבה
שאלה.
שנים.
כמה זמן שהוא לא לקח אותי כאן.
Wow.
So first of all,
שנים הוא לא לקח אותה.
First of all, I said, how come I haven't been here for so many years?
That's your fault, not
Second.
mine. I would have had you on all the time. I mean, you...
Okay, next week again.
You stayed away.
Howard,
Yeah.
Robin,
I thought I had offended you in some way.
you offending me?
I
Never.
didn't know. Let me
How
say
can you
something
offend
to
you?
you in your native language.
Now answer.
Thank you very much. You speak
No.
4 languages, right?
I speak German fluently. I speak French fluently. I speak Hebrew fluently. And I also speak a little bit of English.
Wow. That's
bad.
impressive.
Not bad.
When you thanks, 𝗛ci. And that was impressive, by the way. I never really...
By the way, she said to you that you better be nice to her because she was a sniper in the military, in the Israeli army.
You know, I am fascinated by that. I really am fascinated by that. That you were a... Thanks, 𝗛ci. I was, thinking about your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're an upbeat person, but I do see your life as a very hard life and a very sad life.
Now, let me tell you something, Howard. Number one, there is a play about me which is coming to Off-Broadway. I'm going to invite you. It's called Dr. Ruth All the Way. I know you like that title.
You grew up in Israel?
The playwright is sitting right out here, Marc Saint-Germain. Now, here's what you and I will do. I'm going to answer a few of those questions, but as you now look at the face on him.
Well,
Robin,
because you're
look
funny.
at the
You know
face.
what? You have an interesting psychological move.
Yeah.
When I start to talk to you about your life,
Yes.
you shy away and you change. You take over the
But
conversation.
we know that already.
No, we don't know about it.
Robin, one time
You're
I told
uncomfortable.
Howard. One time I told Howard I came to plug a book.
Right.
Today I came to plug what?
A wine.
Okay, I wanted to hear you say that.
Right.
What is the wine called in French?
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
What?
Vin d'amour. Say it.
Why did you? Why you've turned
Robin?
down? You've turned down endorsement deals before.
Yes.
Why did you choose a wine?
I tell you why.
Are you a drinker of wine?
Certainly not, but I tell you why.
You don't
Robin,
drink wine?
Why do you say certainly not? Why don't you
Listen.
drink wine?
Because if I would go out with you with permission of your wife, Beth,
Right.
maybe I would drink a glass of wine, of my wine, Vin d'amour. But let me tell you something. That, Robin, listen carefully.
Okay.
I'm telling people, everybody's stressed. Everybody goes home, and I tell them, a couple, I tell them to drink a little bit of wine, not too much, because now watch Howard's face. If you drink too much, you can't perform.
That's true. Oh,
See,
sexually.
that is true.
Oh, that is true.
And
You fall asleep.
Robin, if a
Yes.
woman drinks too much, she falls asleep. So,
Right.
Pierre,
Not too much.
Not too
Dr.
much.
Ruth,
So-
why would you make a wine that most wine is 13%
and this is
alcohol?
6%.
6% alcohol.
Yes.
That could be a turnoff to the wine drinking public. In other words, people like to get high off their wine.
Okay,
You understand
I want
that.
to do something else.
All right.
I want you to drink the Dr. Ruth Vin d'amour,
Right.
which was the idea of Pierre, with whom I've been working for 30 years. First I said no, then I said it's a good idea. I want you to drink a little bit of that wine.
I will drink it.
And then I want you to make love to your wife. You know
no
that I'm
problem.
old-fashioned. Yeah, I'm old-fashioned and a square. Then, if you can't fall asleep because you think about your radio program and you think about your
Right.
celebrity and
Then what
all
do
of
I
the
do?
other things, then you can drink the other wine.
Why
Let
do you-
her then go to sleep.
I see. But
First give her an orgasm, then she goes to sleep, then you can drink your wine.
all right. So now answer me about your life. Don't shy away, because I'm kind of fascinated by you. But
When
it's very
you
hard
and
to
I-
break your persona.
I know.
You are a woman who,
Don't analyze me.
Okay, fair enough.
Everybody knows that, but I'll give
Is it
you,
too painful to talk about your life when you dwell
Howard,
on
if
it?
you shut up for one moment, then I'll talk.
You never let me.
Haven't shut up,
You
Dr.
haven't
Ruth.
shut up, Dr. Ruth. All you've done is plug, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay if you plug.
Robin, help me, Robin. Now,
I'm trying to really delve into your life somewhat,
Yes.
because I'm
you
fascinated.
know that, Howard. If you and I, with permission of your wife,
Yes.
can go out for a drink. I'll drink the Vin d'amour, you drink whatever you like to drink. Maybe, because I do like you, you know that, maybe I would talk a little bit about my life.
Why not?
What is the big deal?
Robin,
But you
Because
come on a show.
I like to talk about sex.
Right. But you
I
don't.
like to talk about the wine. I
You
like
don't
to
like
talk
talking
about
about
books.
sex. Because I've
What are you
asked you
talking
about your sex life in depth.
Oh, I would never answer you about my sex
That's what I
life.
mean. You're a very guarded woman.
You're right, but look what I'm doing. I'm doing films that are going on PBS. Brand new yesterday on the Jack
Did you
Hazel.
grow up in Israel?
I grew up. Now, I give you in a nutshell.
Okay.
I was born in 1928 in Frankfurt am Main.
In Germany.
In Germany, and lived in the house of two loving parents and a grandmother. Then, I went to a Jewish school.
Right.
Then in I was born 1928.
Yes.
And in 1939, as you know, there were black clouds on the horizon.
Right.
I was very fortunate. I was with a group of children who were sent to Switzerland. Other children were sent
Without
to England.
your parents.
But
Without my parents, without
so your
anybody.
father read the tea leaves, so to speak. He
Wait.
understood that the Germans the country was turning ugly, Hitler was coming to power,
and they had to find a way to get you out of the country safely.
No. There was, I will tell you that in a nutshell. There was a conference in Evian in France that said, let's save German Jewry. The conference failed miserably. Nobody wanted to take the German Jews. My father already was taken to a labor camp, not concentration camp. Then he said, I was an only child.
Do you remember your father?
I remember him very well.
How old were you when you were separated?
10 and a half.
10 and a half.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to leave because I was with a mother and a grandmother. My father wrote that he could come back to Frankfurt from the labor camp. There was no concentration camp yet.
Right.
If I would join that group to Switzerland. So I had no choice. Now,
did your father have a business in Germany?
He had a small business, not well going.
And one day they marched in and said, you are no longer going to live with your family. We're going to take you to a labor camp.
Right.
And they just ripped him out from his family and took him away from your house.
Okay, now.
You saw that.
Howard, I did see that. I give you one more minute. Be quiet.
Okay.
About that, I went to Switzerland. The children's home became an orphanage because all of the parents of those 100 children who were in the orphanage were killed in concentration camp. That's all I tolerated.
Your mother was eventually taken out of the home as well.
And the grandmother, my father, came back to Frankfurt. They were all taken out.
And put in a concentration camp.
Now, that's all I know about it, and that's all I want to talk about it. Now,
because it's too painful to continue talking about. I'm almost in tears from it.
Pardon?
I said I'm almost in tears from it.
I like that. You should be in tears.
Well, I mean, it's an awful story for a little girl to lose her family like that.
Howard.
Were you told? I'm curious. Were you, if it's not too painful, were you told when you were living in Switzerland your parents had been wiped out?
No.
No one came to you and said that?
No.
Because back then they didn't believe in telling kids bad things.
No, they didn't know. Until towards the end of the war. Now let's talk about the Haganah.
So you lived in a fear of not knowing.
At the end of the war, how did you find out that your parents and your grandmother were gone?
Because lists came of people who survived, and lists came out of people who did not survive. Now let me talk about Israel.
How old were you when you... before you go to Israel, how old were you?
17 when I went to then Palestine. Now I tell you about the Haganah.
Wait, so you were living in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
End of the war comes, you get this list, you find out your entire family is wiped out.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
No, I was an only child. Robin, if you both would listen, then you would
We're asking you a question, though.
One more question.
Okay.
And then I'll talk.
So the war is over. You see that your parents have been wiped out. Do you become bitter? I mean, do you say, I'm going to move to Israel and fight for this new cause?
Yes.
That was your motivation.
But my motivation was, this is something terrible. I survived while 1 million, you know all that, 1.5 million children were killed.
Right.
I have to do something to make the world a better world. Jews need a country of their own.
Right.
And I went to then Palestine. Now I tell you about the Haganah. And I was a sniper. Be careful, Howard.
So you go to Israel.
I can still do it.
1 second. You go to Israel.
Yeah. It wasn't Israel yet, Howard.
Right, it was Palestine.
Right.
You were 17 years old.
I go to kibbutz.
And were you shocked that they were willing to allow you to become a military person? Because back then,
I volunteered. What do you mean shocked?
Because back then women weren't chosen to be snipers.
No, in Palestine at the time they needed everybody. Even you would have been in the Israeli, then it became Israel, as you know, in May 48. Everybody was a member. Robin would have been a member. You would have been a member. It wasn't an act of heroism.
Did it pain you to leave Israel eventually? Because this is something you...
Wait, I went to study in Paris.
Right.
Fortunately for me, I went to the Sorbonne.
Right.
I always thought I'm going back to Israel.
Right.
Then I married Fred Westheimer, who actually, he passed away 14 years ago. He actually liked you.
Fred Westheimer.
Like, you don't like Howard?
But Fred Westheimer and you got divorced, didn't you?
No. Don't you say something like that.
Why did you say that?
Weren't you married 3 times?
Yes, but Fred Westheimer was married almost 40 years.
Oh, and then he died.
And then he died.
I
so,
see.
Fred actually liked you. He listened to you.
Like you.
Robin, Fred Westheimer
Can you believe
like
you
him.
married a guy who liked me?
Difficult to believe.
Is it true when you served in the Israeli army? You say that you never had
I was badly wounded. I will tell you that. I was badly wounded. That's not why I'm short. You said I'm 4'8".
Yes.
Not true, 4'7".
I didn't know that.
And I'm not shrinking. Because if I shrink,
You'll
I will
disappear.
need 5 pillows.
But Dr. Ruth, in all seriousness, you had a horrible thing happen to you in Israel. Your foot was blown off.
Yes.
Half of your foot.
You did your homework.
No, I know about
now
you.
let's
was the
talk.
injury?
Toe, and I can dance when I find. I
What
just
was blown
danced
off?
Friday
Just your
night.
toe?
No, the top of the foot. Howard.
Wow. Let me
Howard,
see it.
over my dead body.
Why? Are you embarrassed?
I told you, you asked your wife, I will go for dinner with you. I told
And
you
she'll
that
take off her
already
shoe.
10 years ago.
Dr. Ruth,
You
as a
never
woman,
took me up on
listen,
it.
a woman's appearance is very important. You know, when you're a young lady and you
What
want
do I look like? Here,
No, you
look, I'm standing up.
No, you look great. Are you standing now? Doc, you know I'm
I
taller
did
than
that
you.
purposely. I knew that you would say that.
Did your height bother you when you were younger?
When I was 18, 19, I thought nobody would marry me. I know better. I was married, I told you, with Fred Westheimer
3
almost
times
40.
you were married, yeah.
2 times before, some wonderful love affairs that I legalized.
So men were attracted to you despite your short stature.
Yes, I think they were attracted to my talking, and I did not talk about sex.
Did people think you were a little person? Did they ever mistake you for a little person?
Like a little person, like
a midget type?
No, only Howard Stern.
No.
Robin.
So you're a young woman. When half of your foot is, you claim that you've never, as a sniper, killed someone.
That's true.
Do you say that because a lot of soldiers who have seen action?
I heard you say that. No, I really didn't, and I want to tell you something, Howard. Listen carefully.
Right.
I was in the Haganah, in the underground. Then that became the Israel Defense Forces.
Right.
And I was there for a very short period of time.
Right. How many years did you serve?
I was there for 2 months.
Oh.
Because Israel was declared in May.
Right.
We were all very well trained. I know how to throw hand grenades. Be careful with me.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. And
do you own guns now?
God forbid.
Why do you say God forbid?
Because I don't think anybody should have a gun, except if you are in the military. Listen.
How long does it take to learn to shoot a gun on a sniper level?
Very fast. I for some reason was very talented in it.
Is that?
I think I don't know why.
In other words, from how many feet away?
I
could you take out
from here. I could shoot over there, but I'm not going to shoot.
And you could take out a guy. And in practice drills, you would practice on targets.
I would have to say, bend down because you are too tall to shoot.
As a sniper, do you think Kennedy was killed by one person?
I do not know.
Do you ever look at that kind of thing as a sniper? You must be kind of interested in it.
No, not really. Look,
were you in firefights? Did you actually?
No, I was just wounded at the residence of young girls who
they lit off a bomb?
On my birthday, on my 20th birthday.
They lit off a bomb?
Yeah, a cannonball exploded in the lobby of that residence of young women. Some people died next to me.
Friends of yours?
I did. I knew them.
Wow!
And,
wow!
And I was badly wounded, so that was the end of my military.
When you wake
career.
up, did you pass out when the cannonball hit?
No.
Is it shocking or
no,
are you in pain?
I just asked a friend. It wasn't pain. I asked a friend, "Do I have to die?" That's all. Now listen.
Well, stop! Don't blow by that. That's heavy.
Let's go back.
You weren't unconscious. You stayed conscious through the attack.
Yes.
You looked down. Your foot probably hurt. You look down and you see half your foot missing.
No, I just saw blood.
Did you
And I
freak
went to
out?
the
Did you
hospital.
cry?
No, I just thought maybe I did ask somebody, do I have to die? So,
Wow.
Can we talk about the wine, please?
Isn't that an we will. But isn't that an interesting question? Do I have to die?
Right.
Because you've
That's
seen
what-
so much death, it's almost like you have a choice.
Now, Howard, we want to talk about two things. One is the wine, and the other thing is...
You don't think we're going to get... We're talking about the Holocaust and your foot getting blown off, and all you can think about is that dumb wine.
I came here
Stop
because
it.
I have to plug the
Yes,
wine.
we're going to get to
promised
it.
them.
But you see, you're talking about something so difficult, something so personal. To jump to wine almost seems like the best defense mechanism in the world. That I'm getting that I'm getting to something real in Dr. Ruth's life.
Yes.
And then suddenly you go to the
So
wine.
you did already. I gave you whatever I wanted
No,
to
but I
give
want to
you.
know when your
but you
foot
can't
is.
transition so quickly.
The other night, I was complaining about a hangnail forever. You would think I was the biggest baby. I mean, you had half your.
Men are complaining more than women.
But did you think it was the end of your dating world then? Not only are you short, but like half my foot's missing. Were you embarrassed when you went out with Fred Westheimer and when he saw it for the first time?
No, because by that time it was healed. You know. Because you do
difficult
your
to-
homework that I did. I was a super good skier.
But is it difficult to
shows
learn
you-
how to walk after half your foot is blown off?
It takes a little while. It takes some determination.
Were the bones affected, or was it just a surface kind
Just
of
the
thing?
surface.
What do you mean just the surface?
Oh,
Your
baby.
half your foot's gone, no?
Can we talk about the
she
wine?
said the top.
Oh, just the top
I
of
see?
half your foot.
Just
Wait,
the top.
Stop with the wine. We're going to get
I just want to see the wine. Can you see
What,
it?
what do you mean see the
like
wine?
to see
How do
the
I
wine.
have the wine? I don't have it.
They told me that you're having the 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. One is a Zinfandel rosé.
What do you think?
one
You're going to
is
make
a
$1 million with this wine? You're on fire with this wine. Vindamore. Here.
No, you have to say it better.
Vindamore.
Robin says it better than you. Robin, say it again.
Vindamore.
What
No,
do you
not
think?
Vin.
What do you think your parents would think if they knew you lived in America?
Yeah.
Not only are you a celebrity, but you've had a great career. That you have your own wine, Vindamore. I mean, what do you think your mother and father would you ever?
No, they would not believe it because they wouldn't believe that I would go on a program with Howard Stern. They wouldn't believe that I talk about orgasms and erections.
But isn't it amazing? Do you dream of them when you were? Do you ever?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
But there was a time you did, right?
But I think of them every day. Now I have to tell you something. You know who
Tough
Nate?
life.
Wait. Do you know who 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nate Berkus.
Nate Berkus.
Not Berkus, Berkoff.
No, she said Berkel, but I think she means Nate Berkus.
Berkus, you're right.
Oh, Berkus.
Hey, did you go to did you go to Arnold Schwarzenegger's book party yesterday?
I certainly did.
What
How come
do you
you
make
know?
as a trained person?
Oh, now he's coming with.
What do
No,
you
we
mean?
got to
I'm
ask this,
curious.
Dr. Ruth, because you're an expert.
I tell you what.
Go ahead.
Only in America can somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger from a little village in Austria
Right.
rise to that stardom, be the governor of the greatest state
California.
in the country, and he gave an excellent talk yesterday. And the main thing that is of importance to me is that he said only in America.
Do you think he's a sociopath?
Pardon?
Do you think he's a sociopath?
I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't give labels.
Do you
I
think
want to
he's
tell
a
you-
But what do
narcissist?
you think of that whole thing with Maria? and
I
the
don't
maid?
comment on that because
Why?
because I'm not
Isn't
an
that-
investigative
But
journalist.
isn't that a sexual sort of thing? Like, can I be honest for a second? And I'm not doing this to be funny. When we
I don't
saw,
believe you when
I'm
you say
telling you,
that.
when we saw the pictures of the maid that he had sex with. Hold it, listen to me.
Yeah. How did you know that I was there last night?
I have my sources. I follow you around.
Oh my gosh!
I have the.
You follow me around day and night, or
Day and
just
night.
We know everything
Do
that
you know
do.
that I'm out every night? It's wonderful. If you have,
Why? Are you
listen,
afraid to be alone?
No. If you have, I
Is
want
it
to talk
hard
about
for you to be
Nate.
alone?
No. I want to talk about Nate, but I want to tell you
I
something
want to talk
first.
about your life.
So I tell you one thing. if somebody like me has to be a widow, I
Right.
don't wish it on anybody.
Are you lonely?
New York, of course. New York is the best place in the world. I'm out every night.
May I ask you, since you're
last
interested in
night-
sex, do you masturbate still?
Forget masturbation. Does she have sex partners?
Yeah, because women,
Robin,
you
would
are
I
a
say
big
that you-
advocate of the elderly, of the
Yes.
older population. In fact, you teach courses in this. You're teaching
Yes.
a course
And
now.
I'm now going to. I taught at Yale and at Princeton for 6 years.
Does it
Now I'm going
aggravate
to
you
teach
that?
at Columbia Teachers College.
Does it
about
aggravate
the
you
family.
that? Is it aggravating to you
Mm-hmm.
that people think that a woman 84 doesn't have sexual desire? Is it aggravate you that
I'm telling them that they are wrong.
you do have sexual desire?
Yeah, but I don't talk about your or my sex life, Robin.
Let's
I don't
talk
even
about it.
talk about no.
What do you use? Do you use a vibrator or a banana? What do you use?
A banana.
I talk about it. That's
Imagine
all.
Dr. Ruth with a banana. Good Lord. No, I knew you were at the Arnold Schwarzenegger party because you tweeted it.
I said, that's why you knew it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you write your
can't
own
tweet
tweets?
something and then say, how do you know it?
I
tell
don't
you
think
what.
you do write your own tweets.
You're right. I talk and Pierre writes it.
Right.
Pierre is the same guy who is my Minister of Communications,
Right.
who said I should do the wine. I said no. Then I said yes.
You have advisors.
I have here Mark
It's
Saint-Germain. I first said not to write a play about me. Now it's the biggest success up in the Berkshires in Pittsfield.
Oh, wonderful.
I tell you who's playing me, Robin. She's about your size. Her name is Deborah Jo Rapp.
Never heard of her.
Yes, you did,
I did?
because
Oh.
she plays the mother on the 70s show. She's fabulous. She learned my accent.
Does Pierre ever pleasure you, or is that your partner?
No, Pierre has a wife.
Oh, he does. All right.
Pierre is Catholic and he has a wife. And he has 2 children.
You would never date a Catholic man?
And he has not a married one.
Would you date a man who isn't Jewish?
Of course, but not a married one.
Would you marry
No,
a non-Jew?
I
Be
don't
honest.
know. I don't know.
You wouldn't because you
Probably
listen.
not. I'm very Jewish.
Right.
Probably
Are you?
not.
You keep a kosher house?
I don't keep a kosher house, but I know all about it. I belong to 2 synagogues.
Did you go to temple
How
on
come-
Yom Kippur?
I certainly did. All
Did you
day.
fast?
I certainly did. Did you?
Do you ever? No.
Did you?
No. I'm not
How come?
religious. I'm not religious.
So you did? You didn't go to synagogue?
No. Do you ever? Do you?
Let's talk about
when you go
Nate
to
for one
temple.
moment.
Well, 1 second. When you go to temple, do you ever? I don't want to say curse out God, but do you ever say, God, why did you do this to my family?
No, because
why
it's
did you
no,
allow?
no answer. Now, Howard,
What do you mean? There's no answer.
God doesn't answer.
there's no answer.
Do you believe there's a guy up in the sky who listens to you?
Yes,
You really do.
yes.
He lives up
even
in the
told
sky.
me.
Why does he have to be in the
What did
sky?
he tell
told
you?
me to go on Howard Stern. He said Howard will be very
No,
nice.
but isn't it hard to
He'll
believe?
plug your wine.
Isn't it hard to believe in God when God?
It's a good
has
question.
forsaken
I don't
you?
have an answer. Howard, let's talk for
Why
one
are you
moment
so
about me.
uncomfortable about this? You're so uncomfortable. I mean, I understand why you're uncomfortable, but have you ever seen a psychiatrist?
Did I ever see a
Yeah.
psychiatrist?
Have you
God
ever got?
forbid. God forbid.
Why?
Why do
Did
you
you?
not want to do
I
that?
go
Did you?
3 and 4 days a week.
How can you do that if you are here at 5 o'clock in the morning?
I make a point of it because it's important to me. I need to get help.
I don't believe that. Robin?
Ru-
Robin,
Dr.
is that
Ruth.
He's
true?
telling the truth.
Why?
He's telling the truth.
You know that you listen. Even in my
There must
short
be some things
even
you
in
need
my
to
short
discuss.
One moment
one
about
second.
Nate.
Even in my short conversation with you right now,
Mm-hmm.
I see tremendous avoidance, and I understand it. It's
Mm-hmm.
your defense mechanism. It's the way you get through the day.
So go on to another topic.
But don't you think when you go to temple, you could be angry? Don't you think this
You just
anger?
asked me and
You've
I
never
said
dealt
no.
with your anger.
No.
Are you angry?
If we have dinner together, I might tell you about that.
How do you
I
feel
don't-
about what's going on in Israel now? That it seems like the world has turned its back on Israel. Does that pain you?
I go to Israel every single year, and I do give lectures, and I go to the president's conference, and I'm very worried about Israel. There's no question. Period.
Do you
I'm
think
not a
things?
politician, And I don't discuss politics.
Do you think the world has really changed since your parents were wiped out? It seems like the same characters are up to the same
deal,
bullshit
yeah.
where they want to wipe out the Jews.
That's
right?
one guy. Look what he did. I was at a big event at the World of Astoria, and the president of Canada got an award. And look how he stands up to some of those bad guys, and that's what we need more. We need more people.
Do you think Obama's doing enough? Do you think he's turned his back on Israel?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Would you vote for Romney or Obama?
I'm voting, but I don't deal in politics.
I think you're voting for Obama.
Anybody, look at the face.
Who are you voting for?
Robin.
Endorse someone right now. Why you're not afraid to stand up for anything? You won't say who you're voting for?
I'm a Democrat, right. But I don't participate in any political rally.
Right.
Because somebody who talks about sex from morning till night and writes books and goes on Howard Stern.
But if you had a chance to meet with the President of the United States, wouldn't you say to him, Mr. President, with all due respect, I'm a woman who had gone through hell. My parents died in the Holocaust. I went to Israel. I fought for the country. I think you should meet with the President of Israel. I think that you should do more for Israel.
I wouldn't interfere in politics, but I would say that I'm very concerned. That's true.
That's it.
That's it.
That's what you would say.
But I am not doing anything in politics. Can we talk one moment about
Do you think Israel will have to blow up Iran and will have to stop their nuclear reactors?
I can't tell you
What would you tell them to do?
I'm worried.
You are worried?
Yes.
Do you think Israel should attack Iran?
Are you worried about it?
Yes.
And?
Are you worried?
I think Israel's alone in the world.
Robin?
I think that somebody's asking for a nuking. That's what I think.
Right.
I think there are people in the
Would
world
you be
right now
against the
asking
nuking? Robin brings it up. Are you against the nuking of Iran?
I can't say that.
Would you want to see Iran nuked?
No, I would like this. I would like this man to come to his senses.
He's not coming to his senses. They hate Israel. They hate the Jews.
And I would
like
the United Nations not to give him a platform. That much I can tell you.
Well, they got to give everybody one.
Because I believed in '48. I believe that the United Nations is going to take care that there will never be another war. That much I tell you.
So you're for the United Nations?
Right. Can I finish my thought about that?
Does it bother you that the Republicans want to take away contraception and help for contraception?
Yes.
It does, right? Because what is it? People make fun of me, Dr. Ruth. When I have sex with my wife, I don't want to have more children. She doesn't want to have children. I use a condom. And people think, I can't tell you how many people walk in here and go, you use condoms?
With your wife.
With your
That's
wife?
What they say.
And I'm like, well, what are you supposed to do? I mean, I don't want her to be on the pill. I don't think the pill is good for a woman. You agree?
I think that's very responsible of you.
Right.
Listen carefully.
Yes.
I applaud you.
Thank you.
Anybody who doesn't want to have more children, and if there's no other contraceptive that they would like to use, should use a condom.
Doesn't bother me.
And I'm telling you something else.
Go ahead.
For you. Robin, listen.
Okay.
Howard, a man, I'm not saying you necessarily, because I'm so careful. A man should actually place the condom. The woman should place the condom on his erect penis as part of foreplay.
It should be part of the lovemaking.
Part of lovemaking.
Why do you say that? Because
it's pleasurable, and they're both responsible for not wanting to have another child.
Right.
I applaud you for that.
Because everybody makes fun of me for that.
Does Beth place the condom?
They make fun.
No, I whip the thing on because I want to just get it on me. You know what I'm saying? Do you think you were never against anal sex if both couples enjoy it, right?
That's true.
Right. Anal sex, okay.
If they both like it.
This came up on our show recently, sex topic. Ronnie, the limo driver who works here,
why'd you give his name?
Well, because we talked about it.
He already said this.
He already said this. He talks about, and this is crazy. He enjoys when a woman puts her tongue in his behind, and he does the same to a woman as part of foreplay.
I feel it's gross in a sense. I mean, no
It's none
one's.
of your business. If they both like it,
Is it dangerous though? E. coli back there, right?
I don't. If they're both clean, they're fine.
Really,
And-
rimming is okay.
Whatever, if they both like it, not against her wishes.
No. He's
You know
not.
that-
He's not raping them.
You know what it says in the tradition?
I don't
in
think.
the Jewish tradition, it says, listen,
Go ahead.
a man can do with his wife as he pleases, but not against her wishes. See, the sages were very smart. I did a book on that called Heavenly Sexuality in the Jewish Tradition. Anything that two consenting adults do, I have no problem.
Right.
I just have a problem if you insist of doing something.
That she doesn't want to do. Right.
So you do understand.
No, I understand. And it's funny, I watched Arnold Schwarzenegger on 60 Minutes. Did you watch the interview?
No.
My mother even
Not yet.
Everyone is talking about it. My mother called me up. She goes, "Can you believe Arnold Schwarzenegger?" He came off poorly because when he was saying this is the worst thing he could have done to his family, he was smiling almost as if it didn't look so bad.
Howard, look.
And by the way,
everybody, yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
Only in
The
America.
son of a Nazi and a woman whose parents were killed in the Holocaust can be friends here in America.
You were at his book party.
Okay, and I was at his book party because he's not responsible.
No, I understand. I'm just
for
saying. It
the
shows you.
sins of his fathers.
That's right.
But I tell you something, that he spoke eloquently.
I like the guy.
As long as
why
you're not
weren't you
married to
there?
him, he's probably a great guy.
Right. Why weren't you there with me?
I don't go anywhere. You go to
Why?
that stuff.
I go to
don't-
everything.
I don't know. I mean, I just would feel awkward. Like, what did you do? Like, you stand around while he's signing books?
No,
And look at the two of them together.
Yeah. That must have been funny.
Look, next time I go to any of those parties, I call you and you come with me.
I don't know.
But you
I don't
can't
wanna-
go to parties because you have to be here at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I have no life. Dr. Ruth's wine is called Vindemore.
No, Vandamour.
Vandemore. It is in stores now. You can go to chateaud.com. Chateaud.com.
Chateau Diane.
And check out Dr. Ruth at drruth.com and on Twitter at askdrruth.com. The Twitter is an amazing thing, right? It allows you access.
60,000 people now. I want you to give me some of your people too.
Okay, well, I'm sure they'll
Will you
all
do
sign
that?
up. What do you do? But do you give advice? Do you give sex advice?
I do some sex advice. I talk and Pierre puts it on the Twitter.
You know, I'm not saying this to be funny, but Robin said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I thought Dr. Ruth had died. Like, you've kind of disappeared from
Yeah,
the
why?
scene."
I have never disappeared.
Now you have.
Robin.
Well, you used to be on TV
Robin,
more.
I was
You
just
used to be everywhere.
What do you think? What do you talk about TV
I'm
doctors for a second?
teaching at 2 universities. I'm
No, I
teaching
know,
now
but-
at Columbia.
you used to be on
but
the
you used to be on
talk
the
shows
radio.
all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
go
more.
on the doctor's show. I was on the Today Show. I'm going to
You
be
were?
on Joy Behar next week.
Okay.
Why do you say that I died?
I don't. But it used
That
to be
really
more.
makes me.
You were
sit
more part
up.
of the public discourse. You know what I'm saying? And what do you think of this guy? Like for example, Dr. Phil. I have a beef with him, and
I have no beef with him.
but he presents himself that he's a psychologist. He doesn't even have a degree in psychology.
No, but everybody listens to him.
But what about Dr. Drew? Do you think doctors should be on TV treating drug addicts? Dr. Drew.
I don't think that you can actually, on a serious note, are you listening seriously?
Yes.
You cannot do sex therapy on the air,
Right.
and you can't do any other therapy on the air.
I agree.
All
Thank
you can
you.
do is to give good advice and at the same time be entertaining like you are, Howard.
So you're coming out
And
against
Robin.
Dr. Drew. This is very
I'm not
controversial.
going up.
I can't
I've
believe
never
you.
met him.
I can't believe you just came out against Dr. Drew.
I'm so
Can I
glad you
please
did that.
plug, Robin? I need to plug one more thing.
Are
The
you a
late
multimillionaire? Are you very well set financially for life? I mean, no one has to worry about Dr. Drew.
If you need money, I can pay for 3 meals at the McDonald's for you.
No, but,
And for Robin.
would you say you made a lot of money in the business? Did you think that?
More than I ever dreamed. And I had Nate do my apartment, and now he's coming out with a book. And I did a chapter in the book on people who collect.
What I heard is you have an incredibly.
Will you come?
This strikes me as very strange. You seem like such a together woman, and yet your apartment was gross. I mean, it was
not really gross. It was stuffed with stuff.
Are you a hoarder? Are you a hoarder?
I'm not really a hoarder, but I collect turtles. Do you know why?
Why?
Because a turtle, if it is sitting here on your desk, it's safe. Nothing can happen. It carries its house on its back. If that turtle wants to move, it has to take a risk, like you did your whole life with your radio program. It has to stick its neck out. It could get hurt, but it doesn't move unless it takes a risk. So I have a lot of little turtles.
The turtle inspires you.
Yes.
You don't have real live turtles. They're
God forbid.
Right. They're just. You don't want to take. Do you take care of anything? Do you have any pets?
No, never.
Why never children? Do you have children?
I have the best.
Oh, you do?
How come you don't know that I
hide
have a son?
them away.
Children?
I have a son and a daughter, and I have 4 gorgeous grandchildren.
Where is your son now?
My son is a professor at the University of Ottawa. His wife is a professor at the University of Carleton.
Because everyone...
My daughter is a doctor in education. My son-in-law has an MBA. 4 grandchildren. Howard, seriously?
Were you a fearful woman raising them? When you raised your children, were you afraid to even send... I mean, you're a woman who has seen monstrous things in the world. Were you afraid to send them out the door when they were children?
No.
You were not?
No, but I was always... I was a very good Jewish mother. I was a little always worried, but not afraid.
You didn't put your fears into them?
No.
Because you have to be a fearful woman. You have to be afraid of what's out there. You must have woken up every morning and said, I hope my children don't die, that they don't... I mean, you must have been filled... No. Did you tell them about the Holocaust? Did you tell them what happened?
They know.
What age did you tell them?
They knew when they started to know how come they don't have a grandmother.
I see.
On a serious note.
But isn't that a tough thing, whether you should tell them or not? Because it makes the world a scary place for them. It's almost like telling them a nightmare story.
You have to know a little bit of going without scaring, but telling the truth. My children didn't have grandparents until I married Fred, who had parents. They didn't have grandparents on my side. That's true. Also because I was an only child, they didn't have uncles and aunts on my side. Fred was an only son.
You must have been.
So they didn't have.
You must have been a crackerjack in bed with how you feel about sex and pleasing a man. I mean, you must have been one fun broad in bed, right? I mean,
Robin,
really.
what should I answer to him? The answer is yes.
It is.
Okay, are you happy now?
Anything. Fred wanted a blowjob. You were right there on the spot, right?
Can I go now?
Did you ever tell Fred, listen, no blowjob? Did you ever punish him with sex? By saying no?
You wouldn't do that.
No, I would never do that.
When you were at the height of your sexuality with Fred, was a strap-on off limits?
Howard, I want Robin to say.
All right.
Robin,
listen, Dr. Ruth Warren.
I want to make sure you'll plug the wine.
All right, Vandermoor.
Robin, I want to make sure that you tell people that I did not die.
Yeah. Dr. Ruth is
you
alive.
are very much alive.
Okay.
Do you worry about death? Seriously, you're now an older woman. You're 84 years old.
I'm not worried.
Do you ever sit and go, I probably have another year or two left?
No, I have friends who are 101. I'm going to be 101.
But even if you're 100...
I'll be on your program.
You will do it.
On my 100th birthday, I'm coming. Say Vandermoor.
Vandermoor. When you're 100 years old, will you push for plugs as hard, do you think, or will you be out of energy?
No, I will push as hard.
Do you still exercise? Every day?
My mouth.
Yeah,
That's
I see. All right. Let me tell you.
What about Nate Berkus? What was that all about?
Okay, he came and he did my whole apartment.
Right.
And in 3 days, my apartment in Washington Heights, overlooking the Hudson and the George Washington Bridge, looks like an apartment on 5th Avenue.
You love it.
And I love it. And I'm staying there forever.
He's a talented decorator.
And he is a superb talented decorator, and he's a very smart wonderful friend.
Sounds like you got a free apartment job for the
did.
plug. Yeah.
And not only
Let's
that,
get all the angles.
I have a new best friend.
Who's
I
that?
want you to come with me to his book party because there's a chapter on me.
Oh, Nate Berkus.
Oh, Robin, you and Howard will come
Hey,
to the book
Leon's
party.
on the phone. He wants to speak French to you to see if you really know French.
Leon?
Go ahead, Leon, real quick. Speak French to Dr. Ruth.
Well, I had to take myself, so I had to get by the best way I can.
Answer him in French, if you don't mind.
Je crois que je n'ai pas compris qu'est-ce qu'il a dit.
And say
Il faut,
that.
il faut le dire encore une fois, et peut-être vous allez me chanter une chanson en français.
Leon, answer her.
I'm going to make my wife come back home.
All right, very nice, very good. His French is good, is it not? What do you think? What do you?
I said to him, sing me a song in French.
Leon, answer Dr. Ruth, please.
Be my own sister.
All right, impressive. Our audience is bilingual. Very nice.
Tell you everybody to drink the wine.
Everyone drink Vandemore.
Yeah, now you said it nicely. Robin.
For more information, go to chateaud.com.
Chateau Diane.
Why are you saying D and it's Diane?
chateaud.com.
Maybe. Okay.
All right, okay. And check out Dr. Ruth at drruth.com and on Twitter at Ask Dr. Ruth. Great seeing you. I'm glad you are alive.
Don't wait another year to get me back.
All right, Dr. Ruth. Thank you. We'll be back
You
right
are the only man that I'm willing to get up at 6 in the morning
Of
to
course.
be on your program.
You're turned on by me.
The only man in the world.
You're
Do you hear that?
attracted to me. That's why.
Okay, we'll have dinner. With permission of your wife. Bye, Robin.
You think my wife will be jealous if I go out with you?
No.
Who knows what will happen?
I'm 84. I'm going to pay.
You're going to pay?
Yes. I'll take you for dinner.
Yeah.
Written permission of Beth.
Nobody ever pays for me. I would take you up on that. I would like that.
Okay.
All right. Except Robin pays sometimes. All right, Dr. Ruth, great seeing you.
Thank you.
And we'll go to dinner sometime.
Did you all hear
And
that?
you will give
You all
me
get-
a hand job, because you have said in your books a hand job is not cheating. Am I correct?
That's not true.
No, hand job is cheating?
Absolutely. Goodbye.
What? All right, Dr. Ruth, everybody. We'll be back right after these words. Listen to this. It's good seeing you.
You can't say that we are boring.
No.
Come here.
No, not at
Come here. I
all.
want to give you a kiss. Hi there.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, call me again.
I'm too tall for you. Good to see you.
I want that picture.
You guys want to do a
Yes.
picture together?
I want a picture. Wait.
Yeah.
Give me
wait.
the hand.
I should
I
get
want
on
a
my
picture.
knees, don't you think?
No, this is
I want a
fire.
picture.
1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
There you go.
I want
Dr.
a
Ruth,
picture
thank you
today.
for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Come with me 1 second. 1 second. Come.
Where are we going? I got to do a commercial.
Yeah, wait. Open the door fast.
Dr. Ruth, you walk faster than I do.
Mark, I want you to say hi.
Hey,
This
Mark.
is the playwright.
Hey, what's happening?
Mark's on the left.
Really great job. Hey, what's happening?
And
Hey,
this
guys.
is David, the best tax attorney.
Oh, well, now, forget all of you. Now
And
listen,
his
I need help.
office is in the building here.
All right, good.
His office is in the building. Did you see that I got a kiss?
I did.
Another
Kiss.
one.
We got a lot of
Sit down.
kisses going on.
Okay.
Dr. Ruth, why do you get up in the morning for Howard? Why is he the only one? Why is he so special?
Because first of all, I usually don't let anybody call me before 9 in the morning because I'm out every night, someplace, opera or something else. And for him, because I actually get a pleasure of debating him because I always come out on top. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
Yeah. Let's get down to brass tacks.
All right, so who's here?
A very
Take your time.
I don't know how to put it. Icon in the radio business.
A very iconic person from the radio business.
Go fuck yourself, okay? Then you should have said that yourself.
Well,
Don't
I was
ask
waiting,
me,
man.
Don't ask me then.
You had a good 5-10 seconds of dead air there. I didn't know what to do. I panicked.
That's right.
Usually,
I wanted to see what you were going to do. And what did you
usually
do?
carry us.
And what did you do? You did nothing.
Yeah, you've been carrying me on your shoulders for years.
The radio
I didn't
went
know what
off,
to do.
the show went off the air and you did nothing. Okay?
I guess I got a little bit lazy.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
waiting for you to do all the
That's
talking.
because you know why you got lazy. Because you relaxed if you just unloaded, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm at least a few pounds lighter
Yeah,
right
I'll
now.
bet you did. Yeah, I'll bet you did on 37.
I'll show you the picture. I took.
Everybody know he goes to the bathroom on 37.
Well, at least I don't go in the other bathroom like Tim.
Yeah, well, hey, that's another story.
Lesser of two
Anyway,
evils.
Carol Miller's here with a little bit of, sounds like she has bronchitis, so.
Oh, I'm going to keep my distance then.
Let's get her in here.
Carol Miller, good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
I'll tell you something. For somebody who's got freaking whooping cough, it's going great.
You've rallied.
Yes, I've rallied, and I'm here.
That must be extremely tough. Right this way.
Extremely tough. You know where I got it?
Where?
This place.
He's dating the police.
There was whooping cough in the studio here. No, I work here, and I also work elsewhere. And so I came down with whooping cough really bad. It's going around again for crazy reasons. I don't have my whole voice. But what happened was, I was then told that another studio, that it was diagonally over there, that somebody over there had it, came down with it, wiped out the studio, and they didn't tell anybody. Should I tell you who they are?
I'll let them be innocent. Wait, no, you tell me. Tell me who it is, actually. I want to.
Okay. Opie and Anthony.
Figures.
Yes. And I'm serious because, you can't medically prove where you got something, but logic can dictate. Because if you never ran into whooping cough and you went into a studio, I was in their studio to get something, and then you get it, where'd you get it?
Exactly.
So there. So, I love Howard and Robin and everybody, and wish I could talk better today, but I don't care.
Yeah, I'll let you save your voice for the studio with Howard and Robin. And the
Yeah.
gang.
They can make fun of me. I don't care.
All right, Carol, good to have you here.
Thank you.
I warn you in advance that she sounds terrible.
Why?
She's got like a throat. She's got a weird throaty, sicky thing going on.
Is she sick?
She says she's not. She said she was, and she's over
She
it now.
canceled 2 weeks ago because she was sick, and I think she's still dealing.
She said
with the
she
same
said she's
issue.
not sick anymore, but she still has but she sounds sick. I'm just warning you.
So is it distracting to talk to her, but will it sound better?
A little bit, a tiny bit. It might be, it's like it's hard to explain to the audience that she's a chick with a hot voice because that hot voice is not there. That's her tool.
Hey now. Hey, here, fellow radio person, Carol Miller is here. She works at Sirius, and she's still on Q104, I think, in New York. And she's had a spectacular radio career, and I love talking radio. She wrote a book called Up All Night, My Life and Times in Rock Radio. And what a charmed career. Ah, there you are. Hi.
A charmed career, you thought.
Oh, a charmed career, if ever there was one. And I'll tell you why. How are you?
Outside of whooping cough.
Oh, you have whooping cough?
No, wait, but yes.
Do me a favor. Don't be in here. I can't get that.
You can't because I'm not contagious anymore. But I swear.
Go sit in that booth. I swear to God. I'm so.
Don't worry about it. I'm begging you, don't worry about it.
You're begging me. I'm scared. I'm so afraid of germs.
I know. So am
You
I.
have whooping cough?
Let me tell you something. You know whose
Oh,
fault
I
it is?
feel like I'm getting it already.
Wait, let me put this in.
Don't come near me.
No, don't worry about
Please,
it.
I don't want to get sick.
You're not going to get it.
All right, sit back far on the couch.
All right, Here.
And you sound like you have whooping cough.
Yeah, I know I don't sound right, but you know something, you can make fun of me. I don't care. I'm here.
No, I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm
I
a
love
fan.
you. I wanted to come.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you wanted to come. Should have waited a few more weeks until you felt better.
You know something? You know, you could just postpone enough. People go, who cares, you know?
Wow, I'm so paranoid of germs. I've got
Oh, yeah, you and Jerry Seinfeld, forget about it.
Jerry Seinfeld. Never mind Jerry Seinfeld. I've got such a bad case. Like I can't touch things. I'm like completely
Look, I got
whacked.
gloves on. You're not getting it.
All right, thank you.
Look.
Get Carol a surgical mask.
You know, no.
Or you. I don't know. Somebody needs a mask.
No, because I have so much I want to talk to you about.
There's plenty to talk about. And
Yeah. Your voice going to be all right?
I don't care. If you can listen to it, I'll listen to it.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know if the fans will, but I will. So you're still on Q104?
Yes.
Now, have you been able to work with whooping cough?
I was off for the last week and a half.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but you know whose fault it is?
Whose?
Jenny McCarthy.
Why?
Because there's all these women who have these cockamamie ideas that children shouldn't get vaccines. And no, this is, I use her name in jest because she's one of them, but they are saying now that they don't want the children to have vaccines. So therefore, a lot of, illnesses that were banished in the 20th century.
Whooping cough, I'm going to get it now.
You're not getting it.
Robin, I'm coming to your apartment.
No, you're not.
No, I want to be out of the studio.
You're not getting it.
I'm not.
Way beyond.
Why do you think I'm not getting it?
Because after 5 days of antibiotics, which I've been on for like 2 weeks,
right?
You're not contagious.
All right.
And I didn't kiss you.
All right, don't kiss me. I would like to kiss you, but I'm not going to. So the reason I said you had a charmed career, Carol was one of these DJs I used to listen to, especially when I was younger. And really, I would imagine the other DJs at your radio stations were jealous of you because rock stars and anybody who came and visited, they'd put you in videos. You were in Ian Hunter's video. Yeah. You were, which is one of the all-time great videos. What was the song that was?
Only the Good Ones Are Taken.
Only the Good Ones Are Taken. Carol was so hot that Ian Hunter looked at her, put her in the video, and I can imagine that every DJ on the radio station was jealous because you were getting these outside opportunities. True?
Well, I never took it really that seriously. I think the guys were always kind of like more jealous about their careers. I thought it was funny.
Right. Well, yeah. I just think that for a guy at a radio station, it's tough when the woman gets a... I remember the WNEW calendar. They'd do a calendar every year of all the DJs, and guys would be like just wanting to see Carol Miller's pictures in the calendar.
And you know what? Those crazy calendars, they always wanted people to dress up like somebody else, and I said, that's nuts.
Right.
I don't want to wear a clown hat. I don't do that.
Right, yeah. But I just know that it was a charmed career in that you were you like a valedictorian of your high school?
Yeah, salutatorian.
Yeah, salutatorian, the second to the valedictorian.
Yeah, they left off the .03 on my extra AP credit.
So you're this brilliant girl. Your father was what, a doctor?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. And you were going to college. You were being groomed to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Doctor, and I became a lawyer, actually.
Did you actually get a law degree?
Yes.
Did you pass the bar?
I did everything I did, and I stayed in radio.
So when your father heard you wanted to go into radio, he was completely freaked out and pissed, right?
Well, he was beyond that. My father... You see, I know enough about you from your family and listening to your wonderful family that your father never really thought you were a moron. He loved you. My father thought I was a moron.
No, my father thought I was a moron.
No, my father, you're a moron, and I'll write off the last 20 years you're a moron.
Yeah, but you weren't a moron. I mean, you were really good in school and stuff. And so the idea that you were, gonna...
Horrible.
What college did you go to?
University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like about as Ivy League as you get. University of Pennsylvania. You're this brilliant daughter of a doctor. It looks like you're on track to really have this great life.
Yep.
Why? You don't seem like somebody who was in love with radio. Why did you even go down and volunteer? You know what I mean? I mean, in your history as a kid growing up, were you enamored with the radio?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you were?
See, no, I don't blame you if you didn't read my book.
No, I haven't read it yet. I'll read it.
It's a lot to read,
Right.
but it's funny. I always loved radio from the get-go. And it was a very, very important part of my life. And I always found that there was an invisible party in my room called Radioland.
Right.
And as a kid, you know, I was DXing and listening to all my invisible friends come home from school, and Murray the K and Cousin Brucey, they'd all be there just at the flick of a switch.
Was life easy for you as a kid? I mean, being this beautiful and, I mean, you know, you could have gone into modeling, I'm pretty sure. You were that hot, right?
Well, not in those days, I'll tell you. So I did a little modeling when I was a teenager.
So you must have been the charmed kid at school, right?
No. You know, those days, it wasn't that easy for us Jews. I'm really darker, you know, when they gave you a lot of trouble.
Were you a popular kid in school?
I was popular as being the smart kid.
Were guys banging you at a young age?
I didn't know what banging was.
Oh, you were very naive sexually.
Well, if you read the book, you'll see I'm from such a background that makes it funny that I didn't know from anything.
Right. And so you weren't going out with guys and guys weren't hitting on you?
Well, they were hitting on me, but I was going, I don't do that. I can't do that.
You were a good girl.
I came from an Orthodox background.
When did you start having sex? In college?
Under pressure, yes, in college.
What do you mean pressure? Some guy talked you into it and you weren't really ready?
No, the women's lib movement came and dragged me kicking and screaming.
You mean you felt you had to have sex because of the women?
Yes.
But the women's lib movement would have been just the opposite, saying you don't have to be pressured into having sex.
No, women's lib movement was a hoax.
It was?
Yeah.
Why was it a hoax?
But the whole deal, Howard, was that women weren't supposed to have sex, and so being liberated meant having sex.
See, the women's women's lib movement, and hi, Robin, I think it was cooked up by guys to make women think that it was their idea to do this.
Right. Right.
Because that way they had a reason, had an intellectual reason to do this.
So how do you get into radio? You go down to the college radio station, you start to volunteer like I did, right?
Yeah.
And you start to, and you're really good at it. I mean, you had a very natural delivery. You weren't sort of struggling to be on the radio. It was kind of easy.
Well, the thing was this, you know, even though I sound like a frog right now.
Right.
I could do Joan Rivers really good right now.
I know, in a week I'm going to be sounding like this.
Yeah. No, don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Keep telling me that. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, you know, it was the whole start of the FM thing.
Yeah.
And I did not really make a connection between, you know, Top 40 AM and the new direction of FM. And this was a whole new world that was kind of opening up. And so I didn't really have a role model. The only woman that I had heard on the air, of course, here in New York was Alison Steele.
Yeah.
And she was very beautiful and glamorous. She was an older woman, but she had a persona.
Yeah, she was like an announcer.
Well, no, she had an act of that she was the Nightbird.
Right.
And I had this crackpot idea, because all I was a kid, that if I could be your friend on the radio, like, you know, the guys could be your friend.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about you. It was like you were a friend on the radio.
Yeah.
And, you know, you being a super hot chick, it was kind of cool. Then you saw you and it was like, wow, maybe that's a girl I could get. You know what I mean? Because she's friendly.
She's friendly.
You know, no one's friendly who looks like that. But, of course, you know, I fell for it.
But by the way, you're looking very good right now.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the show.
Oh, America's Got Talent.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun doing it.
I love the harp guy.
Artie Harp, yeah. He was terrific. He really was good. So, did you ever bang a listener? Would a listener ever get you? No, I don't think so.
No.
Because, and I would imagine that you get out of college and you get a job at WMMR in Philadelphia, which is unbelievable to me, because if someone would have taken me out of college and given me a job at WMMR, I think I would have just died and gone to heaven.
I got the job while I was still in college.
Wow.
And they offered me the job, and they said, okay, you can do weekends and fill-ins. And I said, great. And then I realized that some of the fill-ins might be what classes were on.
Yeah.
I figured it wouldn't happen, but it did.
Yeah.
So I was cutting class to fill in.
Can you imagine? I mean, when I was in college, I was so bad on the radio. I mean, MMR to me would have been the pinnacle of my radio career if I could have gotten there. And you, while you're in college, you get a job there. Do you think your looks played into it, though? Did it help you get in the door because you're so stunning?
Well, thank you, but I don't think so. But thank you.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, rock stars were banging you.
No, they were trying.
Right, and they were putting you in videos because of your look. Your beauty also played into
nice
this.
Of you.
Did the radio programmers hit on you?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
But see, here was the joke.
They probably thought if they gave you a job, they could bang you.
Yes, but here's the thing. I was pretty naive. My whole concept was that I was totally into the music. I was started out. I was going to be the secretary at the college rock station,
right,
and file records.
Right.
I didn't think a girl could do this, but when I got the idea that I wanted to do it because somebody teased me at the radio station, they said, "Oh, you think you can do this, huh?" Right. I said, "All right." So I said, "Well, it's a gimmick. They just hired an English guy, so maybe they need a girl, and I'll surprise them because I'll actually know what I'm talking about." And so the guy that introduced me on the air the very first day actually does shows here at Sirius XM.
Who's that?
Michael Tierson.
Oh, yeah, I listen to him on Deep Track.
Yeah, well, and he was just the same guy, and I'll never forget this. You know, people are who they are, and I say this with no animosity. He looks at me, it's in the book, and he goes, "We won't be needing a girl around here, so you won't be here for very long." And this is what he said before the mic went on. And I looked at him, and I'm 20 years old, you know. Yeah. Then he puts the mic on. He said, "And now we have Carol Miller." He says, "This is the microphone." And I said, "Does it bite?" And I went on, and then I just did my show.
He was condescending. Were you nervous on the radio when you first got on, or you were relaxed?
Oh, no. Very nervous, but I pretended to be relaxed.
Yeah. I pretended to be relaxed. It didn't help. I was awful. I mean, I was awful.
Nervous.
I was so bad at it.
No, how could you be awful?
I was awful, and I was so bad at it that even queuing up these records and putting them out. You want some water?
No, I got here
okay.
coffee.
I feel like I should put you in the hospital. Not let alone.
I've been. You know, they don't want me there.
They don't want you in the hospital?
No, she can't even be in the hospital.
Right. I'm so scared I'm going to get whooping cough. I mean, oh my God. Yeah, Dan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I just want to say that that whooping cough is very contagious, Howard.
Oh my God.
Oh no, don't call and say that.
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh,
no, I'm telling you, I wouldn't come here. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm a responsible person.
Okay. Well, anyway, I catch everything.
So do I.
So you've had a radio career unlike mine, where I think people, you were on the fast track, you were at MMR, you got to PLJ in New York, WNEW FM in New York, and you know what's shocking? A lot of people don't realize this, and if they read Carol's book, they will. In the beginning of her career, in the beginning of my career, you could play whatever you wanted on the radio. The DJs were in charge of the music.
She picked her own music.
That's right. You got to pick your own music, which I hated because, A, I didn't care about the music. I just wanted to be an announcer.
Thank you.
And I found it to be a big pain in my ass. I was looking to be on the radio. I didn't care what songs I played. I didn't understand this passion that everybody had.
Well, in the book, I make an argument about this because the idea is to present music that people like.
Right.
It shouldn't matter who picks it.
Right.
And people say, "Do you pick your own music?" I said, "Did you like it?"
Right.
That's all that counts. Now, at the beginning, we had just a certain number of albums, 10 rock albums, the brand new albums.
Right.
Now, in a few years, you have 100. How are you going to present 100 new albums every day to everybody and expect them to hear something new every day and even retain it.
I know.
You can't do that.
It's an impossible job. I say program directors have the hardest job. They have to sit there. Their whole careers are based on trying to figure out what people want to hear.
Right.
It's insane.
It's a joint thing where you say, yeah, you want to introduce people to music, but people say they want to hear everything new, but they really don't because they can't. They want to hear some things new and then the things they like. And it's kind of a balance of making it sound like you're hearing the new things, introducing them, and also playing things they like.
How old were you when Steven Tyler took up with you? You had like a 6-month love affair with Steven Tyler,
well, I don't
right?
have no love affair, but yeah.
How amazing is that? I mean, you're working at the radios. Like, I've worked at radio stations. Nobody's looking for love affairs with me. No rock stars, female rock stars, or male ones for that matter, want to know me. I mean, it must have been so incredible. How old were you?
26.
You're a 26-year-old girl working at a radio station. Steven Tyler, one of the biggest rock stars in the world.
Well,
certainly someone fantastic, right?
You have to understand something. First of all, as a person, he's a funny person. You know him.
Yeah.
He's a sweet guy, but he needs supervision.
Right.
As I wrote in the book, I wasn't sure if he could use a bank machine, you know, when they invented them.
Nor did he have to learn to use one.
That's right, because he had a manager. They didn't have to do anything.
Right.
But the whole thing, if you read my book, the funny part is that because of the background that I come from, I wasn't looking for, you know, sex and love affairs. I was on a mission to find a husband because I was getting old.
Right.
From my
26.
Yeah, I saw the bloomers off the rose.
Right.
So I'm working at night. Who do you meet? Engineers, you know, program directors, and rock stars that come through the station.
Who are you going to go with?
Well, who asks you out?
Right.
So as hard as it is to believe, me meeting the rock stars was like somebody meeting somebody from the office.
Right, yeah.
And
they were interested. You had the look. They you know, you were cute as hell. You're a young girl. They were looking for young girls, and you have a good career going. Were you making a lot of money when you were 26?
Well, I have never made a lot of money, to be honest with you, Howard.
Is that true?
Absolutely true.
You know, you're one of the best. I would say one. You know, if you take
he would
radio,
always talk about Carol Miller.
Allison Steele. You know, there were guys. You know, when you think about it in terms of like a baseball or Major League Baseball, to be on a New York radio station, especially at a young age, that is considered the pinnacle. You can't do much better than that. Every disc jockey wants to come to New York and get one of these jobs.
Right.
And you're saying there was no money in it.
No, what I'm saying is
what was your best year? How much?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah. I'm curious because people think it's like you're a multimillionaire walking around.
Oh, yeah. Before the pay cut, my best year was $160,000.
Yes. Now, it's pretty amazing. $160,000.
I don't make that now.
Right.
And let me tell you why. It's not, first of all, when I got into radio, there was, and I was not a, you know, a performer artist like you are. I'm a DJ.
Right.
And there was a thing called parody, AM and FM. AM always got more because and so I was paid when I started at PLJ. I don't mind saying this. I got about $30,000 a year.
Right.
It went further than whatever now. That money, I mean, I could do the whole math for you.
Yeah.
How you could go, the cost of living and everything.
I tell my guys now, I talk to them about radio. I said, this idea, we've got the best jobs in the world. I said, you have no idea what's doing out there in radio. Here's a person who's at the pinnacle.
Right.
And sure, $160,000 is a great amount of money, but it ain't some millionaire running around on the radio.
And then I got... go ahead, Robin.
I was just going to say, it's that other thing that Howard always talks about, being famous with no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is this. There were two factors, and the other one I accepted and understood. I was told point blank when I started, we're not going to give you as much as the men because they have a family to support. Now, no, wait a minute. You know something? I understood that. This was not we're going back 30-some-odd years.
Right.
This was not beyond my comprehension. I said, well, that's right. I don't. You know, what
but they didn't hire a family. They hired a man.
But that was the thinking.
You rationalized it somehow so you could get through the day.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Because it's really not fair. How do they know what your situation is? Maybe you were supporting your family.
Yeah,
you don't know.
I know that, but it was a different time, so I was happy to have the job.
Right.
You know, they didn't want to have women in the first place. I was up for a job at PLJ twice, and they said they weren't ready to have a
Larry
woman yet.
Berger was the PD?
Finally, he hired me, yes.
Yeah.
And he...
Yeah, I was frustrated by him.
I
was going to be the new morning guy at PLJ. Jim Kerr was the morning man.
That's right.
And Larry Berger called me. I was working in Detroit, and he said, all I wanted in my career was to be the morning man at WPLJ. You know, if I could have had that, that would have been like, I would have thought I died and went to heaven. So Larry Berger gives me the big call, and he says, I'm watching you. I said, you're watching me? Hire me. No, I got this guy in the morning, Jim Kerr. I could fire him. No, I'm not going to fire him. Maybe I'll put you on at night at some point and let you do nights, but you can only talk for 3 minutes, 3 minutes an hour. I said, but that's not what I do, and why would you hire me? Well, so I had to wait. Then I went to Washington, D.C. He said, I'm going to look at you and see how you do in Washington. I didn't hear from him. I'm waiting, like for Mashiach. And then finally, NBC called me, so I went. But I would have died to work at the station you were working at. It was a great rock station.
It was the best. It was a great team. But I can tell you something. I know why, and I know you had it in for Jim because of that.
No, not for Jim. I mean, I'm happy for Jim.
I know, but you used to joke about it.
I joke about it.
I know.
Yeah.
He was, and I put him in the book. He was like little Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah.
He was the whitest person I ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
He was from Cornstick, Michigan. He had long blonde hair, but he had the voice of like
a great voice.
James Bond. And
he had a great voice. I remember I used to listen to him. I think this must be the best looking guy on the planet. And then you see him, he's just a regular guy.
He was a child.
Yeah, right.
And so anyway, the girls loved him. So he was doing very well.
Was he getting a lot of sex, Jim Kerr, being the morning man at PLJ?
I can't speak for him, but from what I hear, yes.
Yeah, I imagine so, right? And you, meanwhile, were not slow. Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Steven himself says in his book his penis was massive, and it was huge, right?
You know something? Which book? The new book or the old book?
I don't know which book. I remember that his penis is big.
It's hard for me to remember. You know why? Because that wasn't really the most important part of the relationship. And you know why? Because most of these rock stars, it's in everybody's head that it's all about the sex. Meanwhile, it's really not. And you know that. When I was going out with Steven, it was really more about, he was a really fun, friendly guy. It's hard to explain that would be a friend of yours in 8th grade. Right. And he loved to do crazy things like wrap yourself in blankets and run around a room.
When he asked you out, were you shocked? I mean, he was like one of the biggest rock stars, still is.
Yeah, but you see, yes, but I come from a background where there were no posters in my room as a child.
You didn't worship these guys?
No, I just thought they were good at what they did, and it would be fun to go out with them because of the fun.
Did they understand you had a regular job? Because these guys are like children. They're want,
like children.
They want a woman with them 24/7.
That's right.
And if you can't be with them 24/7.
Right. Exactly. And Steven Tyler was such a decent guy that if you read the book, I hope people do, because it's very funny the way I meet him. I thought he was dead because he falls asleep in the bed and this and the whole thing. And I'm never going to go out with him because he's an idiot.
What you're referring to is that Steven was using drugs.
Yeah.
And you're there with him, and he uses drugs, and he passes out.
Right, but that was the first time I met him.
And you thought he died.
Yeah, and I said, how am I going to get out of the hotel? I'm going to be the last person seen with a rock star. If you read the chapter, I pour water on his face, and it's funny.
He's out cold.
Out cold. But then he winds up calling me back. And I realize this guy's out of his gourd.
But wait a second. The kicker to the story is you call his manager or somebody and they say, stick some fried eggs underneath his nose and he'll be revived. They'd obviously been through this with him.
Yes.
And they stuck fried eggs under his nose. You did it. And he woke up and and that was it. He was fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then I left.
Were you doing a lot of drugs back then?
No. I never was really a drug person.
So when Steven's partying, what are you doing?
Oh, I'll tell you, when I did start going out with him, because it was a few months later, he came back, they were working on the record. Because of my hours, he was coming up to the radio station. Come on out, you want to go here, you want to go there? Sure. So that's how it started. And, he'd fly me to places and this and that.
So you held out a long time before you gave him sex, right? You were not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, see, even though he really wasn't a candidate with a capital C, I was on that Jewish look for a husband. And
did you really think Steven Tyler was going to end up being your husband?
No, but I thought Paul Stanley would.
Paul Stanley of Kiss.
Yes.
He asked you out. He asked you out. You went out with him, and you had a loving relationship with him.
Yes, he's
for how long?
A few months, and then they went on tour. But I've been friends with him ever since then.
Paul good in bed?
He is a wonderful guy. I have nothing bad to say. His mother just passed away.
You think Paul Stanley broke up with you because you're a Jewish girl and he wanted something more exotic? He wanted he wanted some exotic sort of Catholic girl or something he couldn't get in high school.
In the book I wrote that, but I'm writing that kind of humorously because I realized that my understanding of guys coming from my little Orthodox type background was so limited that I thought every guy is looking to settle down.
Right.
Even the guy that wears spandex on stage.
Did your parents ever sit you down and go, "Honey, you're dating the wrong kind of guy"?
They never talked to me about dating. I wasn't allowed to go on a date, and then they were worried I wasn't married.
I see. So when you're going out with Paul Stanley, the legendary feud between him and Gene Simmons is that they don't get along.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's all right. You can say that here. Paul Stanley did get along with Gene Simmons?
Yeah.
He didn't have a bad word to say about him?
No.
And you're telling me you really don't remember Steven Tyler's penis size, or are you just one of those people that doesn't want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it. It was, look, I'm not what says plaster caster people. I'm not that.
Were you satisfied, though, sexually from Steven?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have cared. I was having a good time on the plane.
Right. Were you in love with him?
No.
It was about just sort of hanging.
Yes, I realized that.
Wow. That's like a dude. You were like a dude.
Well, but I was a friend. It was like the friends with benefits thing.
But Paul Stanley you were in love with?
Yes.
And when he broke your heart?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I didn't understand they were going on tour, and I didn't understand. And he told me, later on, of course, guys like we shouldn't get married. We go on tour. He was straight ahead also.
Right.
But the funny part in the book was, I just didn't understand these things. I didn't go around like beating myself up. I thought it was my hair's too dark. My teeth are bad,
When Ian Hunter asked you to be in a video, which I think
it wasn't him, it was his manager.
Was that manager trying to get in your pants?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's the great. I was talking about MTV with somebody. MTV was so amazing. Watching these videos was like our art form. It was like great artists were coming out of this. But some of them now, when you look back at them, like the Ian Hunter video you were in. You had the cutest hairdo in that. Your ponytail is off to the side.
I did that myself.
I love that. And you look super hot in it, and all these hot chicks are in it. And, of course, they're all chasing Ian Hunter around. They're running their fingers through his hair. Ian Hunter smoking a cigarette through the whole thing.
Yeah, with the sunglasses.
With the sunglasses on. Ridiculous, right?
Right.
Ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous.
No, it's all ridiculous.
And now it's all gone. I mean, there's no more of that. You don't see videos playing an important part.
Well, thank goodness, because it went over the top. I mean, who needs it, really?
Yeah. Are you sad by how radio is declining now, that people are just not as excited about it? It doesn't have the same clout it used to have?
I think that it's all a matter of marketing and advertising, and this is why. I call radio the Maytag of media.
Right.
It's like you need it. Everybody has it. The guy sits there, it doesn't break, but when it does, oh my God, the radio's broken. And we collectively in radio did not do our job in glamorizing and showing the attractiveness and the total utility and the superior appeal of radio.
I agree.
It is, you can't turn it off. It doesn't break down. You don't have to upload, download. You don't have to do anything to it. You can't stop it. It bounces off the stratosphere. The government can't shut it down. There are just so many reasons why it is the perfect sonic component. And yet, because of marketing, people have allowed people to think that walking around the street with little plastic things in their ears with canned music is hip. It's just marketing. And I think one of the things about...
So it makes you sad that the DJ is not appreciated.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that the media likes to think that.
Yeah, I think the DJ is appreciated. I think the audience likes to hear somebody,
yes,
you know?
I'm going to tell you something. The two people that besides here, of course, Mel Karmazin came and, elevated Sirius XM. But I have to hand it to Bob Pittman because I work for Clear Channel. And because he started MTV,
right?
He came in there and he understands that. He loves radio. And everything he does is with a splash.
Yes.
And I really think that
he gets the show business of
it. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And when it all comes out in the wash, because it's going to come out, how many devices could we have? It's just ridiculous. We have to have the one that works. Radio is going to be standing, and people are just all excited by their latest thumb thing.
Yeah, well, that thumb thing is delivering music in a way that doesn't have commercials, and that's what's going to eventually win out. You know that.
No, you know something?
You don't think so?
Let me ask you a question. This is my other theory. I wish I could talk better.
I know. You should have waited to come in when your voice was all right.
Then you would have said, "Oh, she's over. It's done."
No, I wouldn't have.
Never.
You're wrong.
Why
No,
would
I
you
feel
say
you're struggling
that?
with your voice. I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
You were married. I guess it was your first marriage to Mark Goodman, the VJ, right?
Yeah.
Was that your first or your second marriage?
First.
Yeah, you're married now, right?
Yes.
Your first marriage, Mark Goodman, the VJ. He was a big deal back then because he was on MTV.
Yes, but I knew him before.
Right. And you worked with him where, at MMR?
No, actually at PLJ for a little bit,
PLJ.
but I had a lot of friends in common from MMR.
The rumor I heard, this was a rumor, you don't address it in your book, but tell me if it's true or false. You came home one day and you discovered him in bed with two women, and it blew your mind. I mean, of course it would blow your mind. It's your husband. True or false?
No, false.
It looks like you're looking in your mind for whether that's. I mean, that's something you wouldn't forget.
What is this related
No.
to?
I'm wondering which story you've gotten it confused with somebody else. No,
Somebody told me that, and I didn't know if it was true or not. And I said, "Look at this guy."
No, but.
How many women was it? Was it more than two?
No. I never came home and found him in bed with a woman, but I did. Well, look, it is what it was. I think he is another person who, certain guys, when their fame goes to their head and they're at a certain age, and I have it in the book too. Even my father said, give him a year. Let him stop around, he'll come back.
Really? Your dad said that? Isn't that interesting when your father says that to you? It makes you wonder what he did to your mom.
No, because you're married. The men do this. It's the old way.
Right.
Let him get it out of his system.
So did you? Did you wait the year to see if he'd get it out of his system?
And then my father says, let him get it out of his system and get an AIDS test.
I see. Do you run into him in the halls around here? He works here as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Do you ever run into him?
Once or twice.
Really? Is it ugly?
How
is it
is
like,
that?
hey, you don't talk to him, he doesn't talk to you?
No, I'll tell you something. When he left, it was my choice. I decided I'm not going to be he left, he ran off with somebody else, whatever. I'm not going to be the groveling whatever. I'm going on the air and working. And I was shocked. I'm from a very conservative background. So I just went about my business, and I decided never to see him again.
Right.
I never saw him again until a few years ago in the Sirius studios.
That's what I say, yeah. I would imagine you run into each other, yeah.
Yes, I ran into him.
How awkward was that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most awkward?
Well, because I have a sense of humor, and I think Lifetime is a funny channel.
Yeah.
And I've been through so much crap.
Yeah.
If you read my book, I'm cancer and this and that, you know.
So much cancer, right? You've been through.
Yes, and I never told anybody.
Were you a smoker? Were you a cigarette smoker?
No.
It's just, you got breast cancer when you were like
And
20.
uterine cancer, yes.
Just like that. Was it in your family?
It killed everybody.
Wow.
So
and did you had a mastectomy?
Two.
And then you had a true mastectomy.
All of it. They put me back together 10 times.
What with an implant they put?
Oh, please! I don't want to talk about.
What do you mean you don't want? You talk about it in your book, no?
Yes, but I don't. I look like a person, right?
No, you look terrific. I'm saying.
Yes, I've been through hell and back.
No, you really, really have.
I just finished up radiation last year from the inside. You don't want to know.
You had, what type of other cancer did you have?
Uterine.
Uterine.
They took the plumbing out, too.
Wow.
And you know what my joke is?
Yeah.
I asked, you know who I asked this question to? Naomi Wolf, the feminist.
Right.
She has a few cards in the deck that I think are loose. I said, would you consider me a woman? Now. I don't have any parts.
What did she say?
She was a little stumped.
Of course you're a woman.
No, I'm saying that humorously.
Yeah, but is that how you feel inside? That
No.
you're not a woman?
I feel exactly the same. Exactly the same, because you know something?
Then why would you ask her that?
Because she wrote a book about, she just came out with a book about how your body parts are related to your brain, and I thought it was crazy.
Look, I only have 2 inches, and I consider myself a man, even though technically I'm a woman. All right? That's it. You got to think of yourself the way you are.
No. I think of myself as a woman.
It's in your brain, right?
That's right. It's in your brain. What are you, 2 inches? It's barely a clitoris I got down there.
No, everything.
My balls are a good size.
Well, I think of myself as a woman, and not only that, I'm like Barbie.
Right.
Because they put me back like Barbie.
I like you better this way, quite frankly.
Why, thank you.
I think all that internal stuff is disgusting. I like a woman who's been cleaned out a little. Honestly.
Between you and me?
Yeah, much better.
Yes.
No, but the cancer, I mean, you've looked death in the eye, right?
I'm back. I've had 𝗦𝗵cie twice in the hospital.
You've had what?
You know, that staph infection.
Oh, yeah.
Twice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've had.
Is that from the treatment?
No, that's from the hospitals. You know, you get the.
You pick up stuff.
Yeah, I've had. You wouldn't believe what I've had. I'm like the cockroach that ate Manhattan. But I swear, I got a sense of humor.
And you've had
about
what?
it.
Radiation and chemo?
Radiation. They didn't give me the chemo because I had a heart murmur, and I don't like.
Wow.
I had the 2 mastectomies, and
You've had like what? 10 surgeries there, right?
About 25.
25 surgeries.
I'm not kidding.
Why the 25? To reconstruct?
Yes, because I had infections and all kinds of problems. But you know something?
God. You've been through hell.
Yes, I call myself Queen Cut Me Up.
And did you go through the divorce all through that?
Here's the fun part that's in the book, where because I do have a sense of humor thanks to my father, who I miss very much. When I was going through the divorce,